Education, former member of International Council for Open and Distance Education, Norway, and former member of Student Grievance Redressal Committee of University of Mumbai, member of Pratap Center of Philosophy, North Maharashtra University, UGC nominated Executive Council member of Symbiosis International Demed University. He has been conducting workshop for teachers, students on free open source software like Zio, Zebra, and LATX, content and learning management system like mobile, the cn.com, virtual learning environments like WIZIQ dot, educational mobile app, spoken tutorials, over weekend tutors, e-content development. He has trained 18,000 plus teachers on various learning tools and technology thought workshops and online webinars. He has delivered 160 Talk and NAP 2020 National Curriculum Framework, National Credit Framework, Indian Knowledge System as ICT MOOCs at various universities and colleges in India through Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center. He regularly conducted workshops through him RAM Foundation from students, teachers, parents in the field of math education and also NET, SET, UPSC, MPSC examinations. He is a public speaker on various topics like role of youth in national reconciliation, science and technology in ancient Bharat career counseling. He is the release of the National Award for Best Education Webinar Series and Indian Education Congress 2013 held in May 2030 in New Delhi. He is also received on National Talent Search Award 2017-18 awarded by Indian Accounting Association Thane chapter. On 5th September 2022, the University of Mumbai him with a special award in recognition of the training of more than 1700 teachers which he did in the area e-learning during the COVID pandemic. He has published 7 articles and presented 16 papers at various international and national conferences. Authorized 4 books in mathematics for BCom, BMS, BSc, IT course. He has worked as a resource person with IIT Bombay on project of Maharashtra state to train 8,000 high school mathematics teachers and RMCA. He has successfully conducted online 4 credit course on UGC Swayam in the subject of mathematics for the June 2029 session with a enrollment 2230 students from Accra states of Indian and for second cycle on January 2020. There are 1300 plus enrollments. He is also the Swayam mentor of the University of Mumbai. Currently, he is a conducting center for executive in e-contact development in University of Mumbai and has conducted more than Satsolio Faculty of Science and Technology at the Center for Distance and Online Education, University, Mumbai. He is a sorry. He is also receive of National Talent Search Award.
उत्तम सर, बहुत हो गया परिचय.
धन्यवाद सर, धन्यवाद.
बहुत बहुत आभार. Thank you very much, sir, for the kind introduction. Very warm welcome. Good morning to all of you. ममता जी, आपको नमस्ते. आपने अकेले
Good
नहीं मुझे
morning,
good
sir.
morning कहा, तो मैं आपका धन्यवाद देता हूँ. वैसे सभी को सुप्रभात. Very good morning to all of you. You would like to have the session completely in English, partially English, somewhat Hindi, completely in Hindi, in Marathi. So you can give your opinions in the chat. What kind of medium of, what kind of language should I use for this entire session?
Sir, you mix up all language.
All languages, khichdi.
Marathi, Hindi, and English.
Okay.
It will interest you.
Unity, sir, unity.
Completely in English is one message in the chat.
मराठी हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स करो सर प्लीज.
Please.
So I will be majorly speaking in English. Wherever you find difficulty in understanding, you can put the message in the chat, or you can unmute your mic and let me know.
सर, हेलो सर.
Yes.
हेलो. इंग्लिश में बोलिए सर, बट इंडियन इंग्लिश में बोलिए तो अच्छा रहेगा. इजी इंग्लिश.
अब मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो कौन सी इंग्लिश थी?
इजी इजी इंग्लिश में.
You want me to speak English which is still easier than this? Then I need to learn what type of English I have to speak. But this is the only English which I have learned in my school and college. But
Okay. Thank you.
kindly, my apologies if you are not able to understand my English. But as I said, in any case, at any point, if you feel that whatever I am speaking is not understood by you, you can, at the same time, you can let me pause and say it in different language, for example.
Okay,
I'm going to be very slow, and this is going to be a hands-on session. The first 25 minutes will be a presentation, followed by hands-on on learning management systems. So these two sessions which we're going to do today now, these two sessions are on learning management systems. And before I start the presentation and I share the screen from my side, let me also get the feel of attendance, because I can see there are 53 people who have joined. So I need to get 53 messages in the chat for a question which I am going to ask to you all. तो मैं आपको एक सवाल पूछने वाला हूँ. उस सवाल का जवाब आप चैट में देना है, माइक पे नहीं देना है. ये एक तरीके से मेरा तरीका है अटेंडेंस लेने का, क्योंकि बहुत बार ऑनलाइन सेशंस में क्या होता है, लोग ज्वाइन होते हैं बट दे आर ओनली ज्वाइनिंग एंड देन दे गो एंड डू देयर ओन वर्क. दे कोई खाना पका रहा है, कोई बच्चे को नहला रहा है, कोई क्लास में लेक्चर ले रहा है, कोई घूमने जा रहा है. तो ऑल काइंड ऑफ पीपल डू, बिकॉज वी आर टीचर्स, वी कैन डू एनीथिंग. तो ये ना हो, इसके लिए थोड़ा चेक करने के लिए. सो माय क्वेश्चन टू ऑल ऑफ यू इज, फ्रेंड्स, have you heard about this phrase LMS, learning management system? The answer can be yes and answer can be no. So can I get the messages in the chat? Okay. So no कितने हैं मैं देख रहा हूँ. No, yes. तो जो लोग yes लिख रहे हैं, those who are writing yes, okay, after 1 minute, okay, not immediately, I'm going to ask you a supplementary question. So for those who have written no, there is no supplementary question for you. Okay. I can see there is a mixed group, almost 50-50, but majority have heard about LMS. Okay, no, yes, no. Okay. So Dr. Ahmed is little fast forward. As I said, I am yet to ask the supplementary question, but he has already provided his answer. So you have guessed what I'm going to ask, but I'm not going to ask this from where. Okay, but yes, there is a supplementary question, friends, now for those who have written yes, that if you have heard about LMS, have you used LMS or are you using LMS? That is my supplementary question. For those who said that we have heard about LMS, learning management system. My supplementary question to those people who have answered yes is, are you using it right now? Okay, not using. Moodle is what N. Sumati ji has written. Okay. No is what most of them have written. Okay. Yes. Okay. One yes is there. Google Classroom. Okay. Again, Anju madam has guessed in a forward way that what is my next supplementary question. Obviously, it is what LMS have you used. So she has already answered that Google Classroom is what she is using. ठीक है. But majority who had said yes in the first question have said no in the second question, that they are not currently using it. That is good. So let me combine these two type of answers where you know about LMS but you haven't used it or you're not using it, and the second category of participants who have never heard about LMS or never used it also. So for very small group of people who know LMS, and of that only one I can see who has written Moodle is what they have, that person has used. I will request, who is that person who has written Moodle? कौन है? There was somebody who wrote Moodle, right? Who was that? Okay, Sumati ji. ठीक है. So, in Sumati ji, you can become my assistant in this hands-on session, and you can help the participants get the first-hand experience on how to use learning management systems. That is when we do the hands-on. So, with your permission, let me just share the screen from my side. And please let me know if you are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, friends, a very good morning to all of you. Sabko namaste. In this session, we are going to, for first 25-30 minutes, try to understand that what is learning management system. And if you can see the title, I have written that learning management system for hosting online courses. The course which all of you are currently doing with the HRDC of Dr. Basa Ambedkar Marathwada University is a short-term course on MOOCs, e-content development, as I assume to be. और ऐसे कोर्स में आपको जब बताया जाता है रिसोर्स पर्सन के माध्यम से कि आपको ऑनलाइन कोर्स क्रिएट करना है, ई कंटेंट डेवलप करना है, one very obvious question which comes in the mind is that if I create this e-content, as I was when I joined little early, I came to know that some assignment of uploading a YouTube video is being given to you. But YouTube is not a place for hosting online courses as such. It's just a place where you can upload your video lectures. But if you have created e-content and you want to offer an online course, where will you host it? कहाँ पर उसको आप होस्ट करेंगे जिससे स्टूडेंट्स उसको एक्सेस करेंगे? ये जो सवाल है, इस सवाल का जवाब हमको आज के इस अपने सेशन के टाइटल से मिलता है, that learning management system is a software, is an application which we can use to host our online courses. But I'll also make the title little broader, though I have not written it on the screen as of now. But all of you are teaching your students in a face-to-face classroom environment. So you can take this title to a next level by not only using the learning management system for hosting your online courses, but also to assist or to supplement your classroom teaching learning evaluation. So we are going to see how learning management systems in general, and as an example, we are going to do Moodle learning management system, how this Moodle learning management system is going to help you all in your three aspects which all of us are concerned with. Number one, teaching. Number two, the learning of the learners. And number three, how do we evaluate the learners through online learning management systems? So teaching, learning, evaluation are the three different characteristics which all of us are into. और उसी के बारे में हम LMS कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं वो इस सेशन, दो सेशंस में हम प्रत्यक्ष सुनने वाले भी हैं और करने वाले भी हैं. केवल सुनेंगे नहीं, करेंगे भी. तो सवाल मन में आता है हम सबके कि व्हाट इज अ लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम, एलएमएस का मतलब क्या होता है। तो सबसे पहले एलएमएस, द 3 वर्ड्स एक्रोनिम है, उसका फुल फॉर्म क्या है? द फुल फॉर्म इज एल फॉर लर्निंग, एम फॉर मैनेजमेंट एंड एस फॉर सिस्टम. If you want to define what is a learning management system in simple English, as one of the participant was expecting me to talk with you in simple English, I am not going to give you the technical definition of learning management system. In simple English, LMS or learning management system means a computer generated system. Okay, internet based, mobile application based, a computer digital system which manages the learning component of the learners. तो ये हम सब टीचर्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि एज अ टीचर वी आर इंटरेस्टेड टू सी दैट आवर लर्नर्स आर लर्निंग, एंड इफ इट हैज टू बी डन मैन्युअली इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. अगर हमको अटेंडेंस भी मैन्युअली करना है, असेसमेंट भी मैन्युअली करना है, ग्रेड्स भी उनका मैन्युअली फिल करना है, और सारा काम मैन्युअली करना है, तो नंबर्स ज्यादा होंगे. 5,000 स्टूडेंट्स अगर आ गए तो 5,000 स्टूडेंट का डेटा भरते भरते तो जिंदगी निकल जाएगी. तो हाउ टू डू दिस? देयरफॉर when I say that this is a computer generated or digital system which manages the learning component of the learners, this means everything is done in an automated way. कैसे है, जब हैंड्स ऑन करेंगे तो उसके ऊपर विस्तार से बात करेंगे. इट इज ऑल्सो सॉफ्टवेयर एप्लीकेशन एज ए सेड. क्यों? क्योंकि उसका एक मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन भी मिलता है, उसका एक वेब वर्जन भी है. यानी यू कैन यूज इट एज अ वेबसाइट यूजिंग योर लैपटॉप और कंप्यूटर्स, and alternatively you can also use it on your mobile phones through an application. दोनों तरफ से हम उसको यूज कर सकते हैं. LMS is something which helps in administration, academic administration, documentation, tracking your students' progress, taking out different kinds of reports which are required in an academic administrative environment. Most importantly, LMS focuses on the delivery of the course content. संजय सर, तुमचा माइक म्यूट कराल का? संजय कल्याणकर. ठीक है. So these are the different things which an LMS helps us to achieve: academic administration, entire documentation done in a digital environment, tracking the students' progress using different analytical tools, generating reports of the students' performances, and most importantly, giving delivery of the course content to the students in an online environment. Learning management system is also a system which is scalable. मैंने जैसे सवाल आपको पूछा कि अगर आपके पास में क्लासरूम में 120 की जगह पे 1200 स्टूडेंट आ गए, तो 1200 स्टूडेंट को आपको अकेले को अगर पढ़ाना है तो वो तो आपकी पूरी एनर्जी खा जाएगा. यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू इट अलोन, सिंगल हैंडेडली. You need a team of people, but how many people in the team you can add? That also has limitations. This is where the technology comes into an important role, and therefore the first word, as you see in this point, is that this LMS is a scalable system. It can handle from 1 student to 1 lakh student also. Even if you have 1 lakh student, it doesn't matter. It can be handled very easily. That is why it is called as a scalable solution. It has an automated feedback system, which is nowadays very important for all NAC criteria, NRF criteria. Anywhere you go, they will ask whether you are collecting feedback from your students, feedback from the parents, feedback about the course, feedback about the course content, feedback about how the course was delivered, feedback on their performances which you have to give to them. All kind of feedbacks can be automatically generated. You can do the performance analysis of your learners continuously, not discretely, but continuously. LMS is serving both the types of purposes of teaching and learning and evaluation. One which we call as a synchronous mode of learning. What is the meaning of synchronous mode of learning? This, what we are doing right now in the Zoom environment, is a synchronous learning. It is online, but it is at the same instant of time. Both you and me are online at the same instant of time. This is another story that some of you have put off your camera and some of you have put on your camera. That is the only difference. Okay, but we are in a synchronous mode at the same instant of time. Both of us are online. The other mode of teaching learning is the asynchronous mode, which is also online. But the difference here is the students and the teacher may not come online at the same instant of time. For example, I have uploaded a video in my LMS, which the students will watch maybe in the evening. So there is a time lag in when I came online and uploaded the video and when the learners came and saw the video. It may not be the same point of time that both teacher and student come online. So both are online modes, synchronous and asynchronous. The difference is synchronous means everybody is there on the same at the same time period. Asynchronous means they are not at the same time. So both these options are available on a learning management system. This is very powerful thing to happen, that it allows both live as well as asynchronous mode. LMS is focusing on the delivery, tracking, evaluation, feedback. You can say in one phase that LMS is an all-in-one system जिसमें सब कुछ है. आज की तारीख में 21वीं सदी के शिक्षक को जिस प्रकार के तकनीकी आवश्यकता है, ऐसी सारी सुविधा इस लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम में उपलब्ध है. तो ये एक बेनिफिट, दिस इज अ बेनिफिट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, that LMS is a place where a teacher of 21st century would be more comfortable. And I can also say with confidence and my experience that learners are also very much comfortable in this environment, provided you give the things as per the requirement of the learners. You may ask me then, what is the utility of LMS? Who uses this? So universities, colleges, schools, NGOs, corporates, all these use learning management systems. You may ask this question that why corporates are using, where are they using it? So nowadays, if you have observed, corporates also have come up with their academic institutes. Like for example, in Mumbai, where I stay here, in Mumbai University, very next to Mumbai University is Bombay Stock Exchange, is National Stock Exchange. And both these Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange have their academic institutes nowadays. Infosys has its own academic institute. So L&T has its own academic institute. Almost all corporates are getting into academics, and they have such a big human resource, so they need to do the training of the human resource. It was observed during the COVID pandemic that most of these corporates shifted from offline training of their HR through the HR department. They shifted to online mode, and in doing so they saved lakhs of dollars. In terms of money, they save a lot of money because they have to take care of the travel, accommodation, food. Now food is at home, accommodation is at home, no nothing to travel because work from home. So everything is now just limited to a four-walled environment. You just need to have a laptop, internet connection, that's all. So corporates and NGOs also get into this business, and this is the place, LMS, which is a very handful tool for all of them. Additionally, schools, colleges, universities also use. As I said, that LMS is not to be taught only for online courses, because all of us are not teaching online as a full-time job. Our full-time job is an offline classroom teaching learning job. And therefore, what I propose in front of all of you is that we should use learning management system to supplement our face-to-face classroom teaching. Now, many questions can come to your mind, that why do I need LMS in my classroom? I go and teach in my classroom regularly. Then why should I require any LMS? So the reasons also I'll be listing down in the next few slides. One thing to understand is that LMS not only enhances the learning of the learners, but it also in the long run enhances the teaching skills of a teacher. See, for example, if you are given a topic to teach in a classroom and only a blackboard is available, then how will you plan to teach that topic? Okay, scenario number one. Scenario number 2, now in addition to the blackboard, you have been given a PowerPoint, you have been given a projector screen. And now you think, how will you teach the same topic using your projector and screen? Scenario 3, in addition to projector screen, laptop, blackboard, now you also have an internet connection. Now think about how will you teach the same topic. In addition to internet, now you're also having access to multimedia content like animations. Now you think, how will you teach the same topic? So when you get multiple resources and you have multiple strategies to teach a same topic, a very obvious thing to happen is that because you are teaching through multiple strategies, your teaching skills are getting enhanced, and indirectly or directly, the learning of the learners also enhances. So this is the utility of using LMS. You can engage your learners in collaborative activities. This is again something very interesting to understand. In our physical classroom, what percentage of students ask questions? For example, if you have 60 students, 100 students in your class, how many students ask question in the classroom? Can I get some answers in the chat? Okay, very few. So this 3423 is what, percentage or numbers? Numbers, right? And out of how many? 30, 60, 100, 120? Out of 50, 60. Okay. So it is a very common experience. I'm very happy that all of you are very good and you're participating in a very dynamic way. See, this is a practical problem in our classrooms, that our students are not asking questions. Whereas all of us know this, that learning can only happen through questioning. The day when you stop asking questions, your learning capabilities go down. Your learning capabilities increase when you start asking questions. So, how do you trigger your students? Can you share with me some strategies which you used in your classroom to trigger questions? You can use your microphone now. If you want to say it in 2, 3 lines, instead of typing, you can use microphone.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
क्लासरूम में बच्चों को मतलब उनकी तरफ से इंफॉर्मेशन या उनकी तरफ से आंसर लेना है, तो उनको लर्निंग प्रोसेस में डिस्कशन इन्वॉल्व करना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, I am not asking a philosophical question, Dhananjay sir. I am asking a question very particular, that what strategy you use. Give an example of a strategy which you have used in your class so that the students get triggered and they ask question.
With their familiar examples.
Okay, very good, very good. Anybody else?
लर्निंग विद डूइंग, जैसे आवर
जैसे
सब्जेक्ट इज फिजिक्स, तो ये थोड़ा एक्सपेरिमेंटल सब्जेक्ट है, तो इसमें कुछ ऐसे एग्जांपल्स दे करके जो डेली लाइफ में भी वो यूज कर सकते.
आपका सब्जेक्ट फिजिक्स,
सॉरी,
फिजिक्स है
पार्डन,
सब्जेक्ट.
पार्डन सर.
You teach physics.
यस सर, आई टीच फिजिक्स. तो कोई मतलब उसको डेली लाइफ के एग्जांपल से रिलेट करते हुए इफ वी एक्सप्लेन द थिंग्स, then a student may get interest in the subject or the particular topic, then I think that they may ask the questions.
कभी कभी आप पढ़ाते पढ़ाते जानबूझ के कुछ गलत पढ़ा देते हैं क्या? ऐसे करते हैं आप? ऐसे कोई नहीं?
नहीं, जानबूझ के तो नहीं.
हमारे मैथ्स में तो कभी कभी ये करना पड़ता है, पूरा गलत कर, पूरा ब्लैक बोर्ड लिखने का सब गलत, और फिर बोले अरे ये सब गलत हो गया, बताओ क्यों गलत हो गया, सब पूछना पड़ेगा, सब बच्चे परेशान, इतना लिख दिया नोटबुक में, अभी ये सब मिटाना पड़ेगा. तो फिर मन में अरे फिर सोचना चाहिए ना, आपने लिखने के पहले आप सिर्फ कॉपी कैट है क्या? we need to do certain strategies through which we can trigger them, we can let them ask questions, क्योंकि question नहीं पूछेंगे तो वो कभी भी खुद से समझ नहीं पाएंगे. So connecting with real time examples is also a good strategy. In an online environment, how do we engage students? In an offline environment, at least you can see your students in front of you in the class. You can see their facial expressions, you can see their eyes, whether they are closed, whether they are open, whether they are looking here and there. In an online environment, in an online course, how do you take care of this engagement of the learners in the learning process? So for that, you need to give them some collaborative activity. Now LMS has plenty features through which you can do a lot of collaborative activities, and which you can make mandatory also, which you can make optional also. There are different ways in which you can do it. LMS also takes care of this point which I have written here. And what is that point? Monotonous teaching. एक ही सुर में बोल रहे हैं, सिखा रहे हैं, 40 मिनट आवाज ऊपर नीचे कुछ नहीं, लिखते जा रहे हैं, बोलते जा रहे हैं. There is no second voice also, only one voice in the entire class. Pin drop silence in the class. Nobody is going to speak anything, because that is what is called as discipline in our country. Nobody should speak a single word. That means you are the most disciplined person in the class. So इससे क्या होता है? Monotonous teaching हो जाता है. Now LMS, a feature like LMS, a software application, converts this, transforms this monotonous teaching into what kind of teaching? Interactive teaching and participative teaching. What I mean by participative teaching, it is not necessary that my students should learn only from me. This is a problem with the offline environment. But the moment you go online, you need not be the single person teaching. You can have 5, 6, 10, 20 people coming and teaching the same subject, same topic in different way, using different examples and different strategies. This is what is called as participative teaching, and it leads to what today's national education policy is talking about, which is multidisciplinary teaching learning. So multidisciplinary teaching learning actually doesn't mean that I as a teacher should learn multiple disciplines and then go and teach it in my class in a multiple way. It actually means teachers from different disciplines should come together in a class and teach that class. Now think about this. This is practically very difficult to happen. A physics, computer science, and a mathematics teacher, all three of them, going into one class physically and teaching the students a concept. That is practically very difficult to happen. But all these three people with their PhD students can go and teach into a PG department in an online environment. So online is therefore useful when you would like to use these different facilities or features which are there. Therefore, interactiveness can be brought and participative teaching can happen, and we can replace this monotonous teaching with an environment where there is a mutual give and take of thoughts, concepts, theories, practical applications, etc. The one more important utility which I always stress upon, and I expect all of you also to understand the logic behind it. I have written that line on the screen, you are able to read it. Do you agree to this, that all of you, all of us, I am including myself also into this, are supposed to create our own online learning environment? Do you agree to this? We need to create our own online learning community. And when I say we, means it is actually I, single person, first person singular. I as a teacher should create my own learning community. Do you agree to this point? If you disagree, then I would like to know why do you disagree. And there is no harm in disagreement also.
Yes, sir.
You agree or disagree?
Agreed, sir.
Okay. I would like to know from somebody who disagrees with this. No, I don't require any online midline environment. ये सब मेरे कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. मेरे बच्चे मेरे आंखों के सामने बड़े हो जाते हैं. बस उसी में मेरे जीवन की खुशी है और मुझे जीवन में कुछ नहीं चाहिए. यही मेरा स्वर्ग है, यही मेरा नरक है, कुछ नहीं चाहिए. तो ऐसे कोई है जो सोचता है कि नहीं यही क्लासरूम ठीक है भाई, कितना झंझट है, यही संभालते संभालते पूरी जिंदगी निकल जाती है, बाल झड़ जाते हैं. और क्या आप वो बता रहे हैं, ये 50 बच्चे ज्यादा हो गए, आप बोल रहे 500 आएंगे, 1000 आएंगे, कौन संभालेगा उनको? Is there anybody who thinks like this? Or all of you just want to move this lecture to the next phase so that there should be no discussions and I should continue with the next point? So let us agree and move to the next point. Isn't that what you're thinking? Why do you agree? Now let me ask those who said yes, they agree. Why do you think you should have your own learning community? You have your students right now in front of you. फिर भी क्यों चाहिए? बताइए. Those who said yes, I agree. Let me know the reasons.
जमाने के साथ तो चलना पड़ेगा ना सर.
ठीक है. Okay. Somebody else? New people also should reply.
स्टूडेंट की भी डिमांड है सर, और अभी ये सभी एनईपी और उसकी भी डिमांड है.
तो अनीता मैडम कहती है कि स्टूडेंट की डिमांड है, एनईपी की डिमांड है, तो जाना चाहिए.
So distance learning is possible via online learning. So if we are in Delhi, we can teach the students from Bihar and other cities also.
So Priyanka ji, why should you worry about the distance learners?
Because I can share the knowledge with the ample of the people. Mass opportunity will be given
Why?
to the. It was previously it was not happened when the face-to-face teaching facility was there. So because of the online learning, we can explore our learning experiences with more of the.
My basic question is,
Right.
you already have students in your college, in your classrooms, right? Why you want more? That is my question.
Right, sir. So like that, so MOOCs courses are available. So anybody can use that MOOCs courses and apply for that
वो
course,
तो ठीक
gain
है.
the knowledge. Right.
मेरा ये सवाल मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ आपसे कि why I should think in this philosophy that I should also get into this online learning community business अच्छे तरीके से, not as a finance, economics, market जैसे नहीं, but why should I get into this? I already have students.
Yeah, students is there,
Sir,
but
इसमें knowledge
we
ज़्यादा
can
है.
say, yeah, sharing of knowledge with more students.
Okay, so one is
It will
sharing of
give
knowledge.
yeah, it will give the reputation also as well as the renownance and.
तो आपको reputation भी चाहिए.
Right.
सर एक साथ ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स को नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन परकोरेट होगी ना सर.
नॉलेज ज्यादा है, टाइम
होगी
ज्यादा
कि
है,
नहीं पता
choice
नहीं,
ज्यादा है
लेकिन
इनके
करने
पास.
का प्रयास तो करेंगे.
और टाइम भी
हाँ जी.
बचेगा सर.
ठीक है. नहीं, टाइम तो आपका डबल जाएगा ना. आपके कॉलेज के क्लास के बच्चे तो आप पढ़ा ही रहे हैं यूनिवर्सिटी में, कॉलेज में. ये तो एडिशनल हो गया ना.
नहीं तो लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग होगा तो
प्रत्येक ब्लॉक में एक लेक्चर हॉल था है. यहाँ आचार्य पढ़ते थे. एक ब्लॉक एक ब्लैक बोर्ड था. लेक्चर हॉल में एक हुआ था. लेक्चर हॉल के चारों तरफ कमरे थे जिनमें विद्यार्थी और आचार्य रहते थे. यह कॉलेज आवासीय था. कमरों और लेक्चर हॉल के बीच में चारों तरफ.
कौन बोल रहा है? कुछ समझ में नहीं आया क्या चल रहा था. कोई पैरेलल और एक लेक्चर चल रहा है शायद. ठीक है. डॉक्टर अहमद सुल्तान, आपके यहाँ पे क्या चल रहा था मुझे कुछ समझा नहीं, लेकिन ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. तो माय यस, एनीबॉडी? यस.
फॉर एग्जांपल
नॉलेज ज्यादा है, चॉइस ज्यादा है, टाइप्स ज्यादा है, और ग्लोबलाइजेशन एरा है, तो ऑनलाइन इज मस्ट.
ओके, सुनील जी.
Sir, why important? You have online learning community because, for my example, one student is participating in online inter-university kabaddi competition in MP. Next time his lecture is going to classroom, but teacher using online learning system means YouTube या creative lecture. वो लड़की आने के बाद, वो लेक्चर देखने के बाद वो प्रैक्टिकल करती थी. मीन्स वो मोबाइल पे ऐप पे देखती थी कैसे प्रैक्टिकल करना है.
वो ठीक है, वो तो फाइनली सर वो आपके ही स्टूडेंट हो गए. आई एम आस्किंग अबाउट स्टूडेंट्स हु आर नॉट एनरोल्ड इनटू योर कॉलेज. When I say that I want to create an online learning community, it means I am catering to students who are not enrolled into my college or university department. उसके बाहर जो स्टूडेंट्स है उसकी बात हम कर रहे हैं. तो ये क्यों करना चाहिए? हमको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि थोड़ा हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड में जब जाते हैं तो more than thousands, 5,000, 10,000 years, you can go back in the history wherever you want. India has been a country who is known to give knowledge to the world. So this is in the genes of Indians. ये हमको समझना पड़ेगा, ये हमारे डीएनए में है. ये अभी कुछ कारणवश फॉर सम रीजंस इसके ऊपर एक ऐसी सतह पे आ गया है कि हमको ये लग रहा है कि ये हमारा काम नहीं है. Our work is to go into the classroom and teach and then go back home. इतना ही हमारा कर्तव्य बचा है, ऐसे हमको लगता है. वास्तव में भारत का शिक्षक दुनिया भर में ज्ञान के लिए जाना जाता था, और ज्ञान किसी एक ही तबके को देना ऐसे नहीं, सबको देना है. दुनिया को ज्ञान देने वाले लोग हमारे यहाँ पर थे. और ये मैं मुंबई की भाषा का ज्ञान देना नहीं, ये तो एक्चुअल नॉलेज देना जिसको बोलते हैं. तो ऐसे लोग थे अपने यहाँ पर. हम ऐसे शिक्षक बने, ये हमसे अपेक्षा है. सेकेंडली, देयर इज अ ह्यूज लॉट ऑफ people, students who are outside your four-walled classrooms who would like to learn from you. You are in this academic field for last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30 years, and you have such a good experience in your subject. You are a master of your subject. And then why you should not give this knowledge to others when they want it? Why you should restrict it to only a few group of people? Is it the prerogative of professors from Oxford, Harvard, Princeton, and MIT that they should offer online courses and nobody else in the world should offer? Every teacher in this country can offer online courses. The only thing is we have to come out from that mindset that I am only a teacher of a particular college or a particular university department. मैं स्वभाव से शिक्षक बनूं, ऐसे हमारे मन में जब आएगा तो स्वाभाविक रूप से ये मन में आएगा कि अगर मैं तो क्लासरूम में पढ़ा रहा हूं तो मुझे अगर और भी लोगों को पढ़ाना है तो हाउ डू आई ग्रो. तो दिस इज नॉट स्टार्टिंग कोचिंग क्लासेस, तो ये दूसरा ट्रैक हो जाएगा. हमको वो दिशा में नहीं जाना है कि हमने अपना ट्यूशन क्लास खोल दिया, कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट खोल दिया. ये नहीं है. वी शुड बिकम ऑनलाइन, वी शुड हैव अ गुड ऑनलाइन लर्निंग कम्युनिटी, अ वाइब्रेंट ऑनलाइन लर्निंग कम्युनिटी. My Swayam course was offered twice on the UGC Swayam portal, MOOCs, and I was traveling in a place in Chennai, and suddenly one person stopped near me and said, "Sir, how are you?" And I said, "I am come to Chennai just 1 or 2 times before, and I think I don't know you, but how do you know me?" The student said, "Sir, you are my teacher." I said, "But when did you join my college in my Mumbai University?" No. I was a student of your MOOCs course on Swayam. And that kind of satisfaction which you get when you get a remote learner from your course in front of you at some point, the satisfaction which you get is far ahead in other kind of satisfactions which we believe to have. So please see that we all have this kind of aspiration in our minds and an inner motivation to start an online learning community. We can use learning management systems for our online courses, for using blended learning strategies, also for using flipped classroom strategies. In case you don't know what is the blended learning and flipped classroom, you can tell your coordinators of this course. They can arrange a special session in which you can get trained on how to use this flipped classroom strategy in our daily classroom lectures. Because of time constraint, I'm just moving to the next slide. Then we have this question that if I use this LMS, what I'm talking about for last 10-15 minutes, how is it going to get benefited? What is the benefit of that? So the first benefit is that because of COVID pandemic, no, all of us have some or the other soft copy material of our subjects ready. Whether it's a Word file, whether it's a PPT, whether it's an Excel sheet, a PDF file, some kind of soft material, some YouTube videos is already available with us. Using this LMS, you can easily create an online course from existing resources which you have. The LMS environment is a very flexible and robust environment. So you become very comfortable. And what I'm saying right now, that you become very comfortable in the next 15-20 minutes, you will actually observe and experience, because we are going to do hands-on on it. It has constantly growing features. It is a very vibrant, active community support around the globe, because it is a free application. So people around the world participate. You have any problem, any query, there will be hundreds of people in the world who would be able to help you instantly. So no, nothing to worry about it. It is very customizable. जैसे आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके हिसाब से आप सारा एनवायरनमेंट कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं, आपके कोर्स के हिसाब से, आपके स्टूडेंट्स के हिसाब से, आपके learning outcomes, learning objectives, course outcomes, everything is highly customizable. These are the 4 quadrants which you might have heard about. Have you all heard about and seen this in this last 2 days? Or should I spend some time on this? Yes, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quite
Yes,
okay.
I've
Yes,
asked
sir.
a question.
Sir,
I've asked
actually,
a question.
Sir, audible.
yeah, we have heard about them, but can you please repeat for us within
Acha,
1 or 2
so
minutes?
was this done in the last 2 days in by any resource person?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. More of
Okay.
the 2, 3 resource person discussed already.
Okay. See, when we are talking about online courses, or also what we call as massive open online courses, MOOCs. तो MOOCs की जब बात करते हैं मैसिव ओपन ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज की, तो जनरली ये 4 क्वाड्रेंट हमारे सबके सामने आता है. What is this 4 quadrant? 4 quadrant मतलब 4 learning dimensions. A learner should learn through the online mode in a holistic way. ये होलिस्टिक वे मतलब ऑल 4 डायमेंशन शुड बी कवर्ड इन द ऑनलाइन कोर्स. इसमें से ये 4 डायमेंशंस में से उसको हमने वर्ड यूज किया 4 क्वाड्रेंट्स. फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट क्या है? फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में क्या आना चाहिए? वीडियो लेक्चर्स, ऑडियो लेक्चर्स, वीडियो का स्क्रिप्ट आना चाहिए, एनिमेशन, सिमुलेशंस. दिस इज व्हाट इज द मल्टीमीडिया रिसोर्स. So in an online course, whatever multimedia resource is what gets generated, that comes under quadrant 1.
जैन के बाजूला काय आहे उभी करून दे असा सोनूच्या तिथे नाही तर
ठीक है. So that is your quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, what comes is that in addition to the video or audio lectures which you have provided in quadrant 1 for the learners, additionally, can you supply them some self-reading material, some ebooks, some case studies, some resources like PowerPoint presentations, PDF files, Word files, some open educational resource content, some research papers, some historical information, some newspaper articles, something in addition to the videos which you have provided. Try to understand this, that what comes in the video is not the copy of that is not quadrant 2. Video lecture ka script is not quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is additional material in addition to the video content. उसके अलावा और उसकी पढ़ाई करने के लिए और उसके जानकारी के लिए हम क्या दे सकते हैं, वो सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में आता है. Third quadrant is a place where the students ask questions, ask their doubts, and we need to clarify these doubts in a real time basis. रियल टाइम बेसिस मतलब क्या? किसी स्टूडेंट ने शाम को 4 बजे क्वेश्चन पूछा डिस्कशन फोरम में, तो अगले दिन या 2-4 दिन के बाद में उसका जवाब नहीं देना है. 2-4 घंटों के अंदर उस स्टूडेंट को उस सवाल का जवाब देने की आवश्यकता है. ये देंगे तो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हमारे ऑनलाइन कोर्स में एंगेज रहेंगे, नहीं तो वो डिसएंगेज हो जाएंगे. वो बोलेंगे कि ये क्या है, हम पूछ रहे सवाल, nobody is replying to our queries. And therefore discussion forum, the third quadrant in an online course, we generally say it is the atma, it is the soul of your entire online course. Why? Because quadrant 1 is one-way delivery. Quadrant 2 is also one-way delivery. Quadrant 4, which is assessment, is also one-way, not delivery, but taking it from the learners, the feedback. Where is the place in an online course where the learners will interact with you, where the learners will interact within themselves? So the only place where this can happen is the discussion forum. And therefore, discussion forum is a very important place and it's called as the third quadrant. The fourth quadrant is a place through which you can evaluate, you can assess your learners using objective, descriptive, short answer, long answer, multiple choice, fill in the blanks, match the column. I don't know why the recording has been stopped by roll number 28. Sunita Rathod, have you stopped?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, you have stopped the recording. You need to put it on. You are the host now. Just check at your end whether you have stopped the recording. Okay. Okay, let us continue. So the fourth quadrant is about assessment and yes, Sunita ji, now it is getting recorded. Okay, so and this is called as formative assessment and summative assessment. Both formative means during the course period, summative means towards the end of the course period. तो ये दोनों प्रकार के असेसमेंट इवैल्यूएशन हमको फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में करने हैं. ये चार क्वाड्रेंट की सारी स्टोरी है. अभी अब तक हमने जितना किया है उसमें आपके मन में कोई प्रश्न है? इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस up to this slide you can ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
Sir, four quadrants are like four steps to prepare e-content.
But I can't
Four.
see you. Where are you?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yes, sir. Amit ji बोलिए.
Sir, sir, four quadrants are like four steps to prepare a e-content, or single quadrant is itself e-content development. It's considered as
Yes,
a e-content
each
development.
quadrant is becomes a soft copy material, right? So that is considered as
Okay.
e-content. Even if you create 10 multiple choice questions, it is called as an
Okay.
e-content.
ओके ओके, किसी भी क्वाड्रेंट में हम काम करके ये कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट का पार्ट बन सकते हैं, मतलब डेवलप
हाँ.
करने का.
लेकिन
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
in addition to that, as a supplementary
यस
answer,
सर.
an
यस सर.
e-content is called as a four quadrant e-content when all these four quadrant related material is available on one platform. I'll give you an
ओके.
example. One in
यस
a
सर.
training workshop which I was doing, one participant asked this question to me. I have created videos which I've hosted on YouTube. Is it quadrant one? Okay. Then he
Okay.
said that I have shared our entire PowerPoint presentations on Google Drive. Is it
यस सर.
quadrant two? Then
यस
he
सर.
said, I have created a WhatsApp group and we are discussing everything in the WhatsApp group. Is it quadrant three? And then he asked that I have created a MCQ on Google Form. I have shared it with the student. Is it quadrant four? I said, all these are individual quadrants and they are correct. But all what you did is not called as a four quadrant e-content.
ई
Why?
कंटेंट.
Because all these four things are not on one platform. Why we are
ओके.
talking about learning management systems? Because LMS is a place where everything is on the single platform.
ओके.
And this is the same reason why I don't consider Google Classroom as an LMS. Because Google Classroom is not one platform. It is just interlinking of different platforms.
राइट.
You have interlinking of Google Drive, Google Document, Google Spreadsheet, Google Form, YouTube, Google Meet. All these are different environments and they are just interlinked. They are not on the
यस
same
सर.
place. So that's why an environment where all these are there in that same environment is called as a learning management system, which we are going to do as an hands-on today. So thank you
यस
for
सर.
that question.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Any other question? Why are you not asking questions? You should ask questions, right? Asking questions is a good habit. If tomorrow your course coordinator says of this FDP that every participant who asks questions will get 2 marks, then will you ask questions? You need some incentive, right? So it is incentivization of the learning process. We need to say, बेटा तुम ये काम करोगे तो तुमको हम चॉकलेट देंगे. तो चॉकलेट की वजह से बेटा घर के बर्तन भी मांज के देगा. तो ऐसे तो हम सब टीचर्स है, वी ऑल आर टीचर्स एंड we need to ask questions. If we don't ask questions, how can we expect our students to ask questions? Now you all are got trapped in my question, because 15-20 minutes before I asked this question, how many students in your class ask questions? You said very few, 2 3 1 2. And now I am giving you a chance. This is a class of 50 people here and only one person asked question. Yes, roll number 51. There is a colleague which is there with you. पशुपति जी, आपका माइक ऑन करके बताइए आपके दोस्त के साथ आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं, हमको भी सुनाई देना चाहिए. Okay, my teaching is so clear. Oh, this is my dialogue, you know. I teach MSc mathematics students and then मैथमेटिक्स में ऐसे बच्चे डरे डरे से रहते हैं, टीचर भी बड़े डेंजर रहते हैं. तो क्लास में कोई सवाल नहीं पूछेगा तो मैं यही बोलता हूँ दैट दिस ओनली मीन्स दैट आइदर यू ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड एवरीथिंग और यू हैव अंडरस्टूड नथिंग. बाइनरी. तो अभी इसमें से एक जन ने तो बता दिया कि योर टीचिंग इज सो गुड दैट वी अंडरस्टूड एवरीथिंग. वैसे तो मैं भी ऐसे इतना फाल्गुनी मैडम, मैं भी इतना डेयरिंग नहीं कर सकता बोलने के लिए कि जो मैंने पढ़ाया सब समझ में आ गया. लेकिन आपने बोल दिया तो मैं आपका सम्मान करता हूं यहाँ पर. चलिए ठीक है. So now what I'll do, I'll finish the presentation in the next 5 minutes and then we'll take a break. But before we take a break, I'm going to give you some exercise to do. I'm not going to go away. I will be there with you because there will be some hand holding required for some people. क्योंकि इसके बाद का जो सेकंड पार्ट है सेशन का, उसमें हम हैंड्स ऑन करने वाले हैं. तो सारा एनवायरनमेंट कैसे होगा और आपको क्या करना है, तो आई विल बी एबल टू गिविंग यू इंस्ट्रक्शंस. आई विल रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स to have a notepad and pen in the next 5 minutes with you, because I'm going to give a set of instructions, not immediately, but 5 minutes from now. Okay, so this is 4 quadrant, which we have talked about. Quadrant 1 is video audio content. Quadrant 2 is additional reading material, learning material. Quadrant 3 is discussion forum. And 4th quadrant is assessment and evaluation. These are some examples, okay, not all. There are hundreds of examples which we can give, but these are some few of which we are only going to focus on the first example, which is Moodle. And what is Moodle? Moodle is an acronym. Its full form is Modular Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. तो ये Moodle, which sounds like noodle, लेकिन ये नूडल खाने वाला जो है वो 1 बजे लंच टाइम में मिलेगा, 2 बजे. अभी तो नूडल के बारे में चिंता नहीं करनी, अभी मूडल के बारे में चिंता करनी. मूडल इज अ एक्रोनिम, एज आई सेड. फुल फॉर्म हम भूल सकते हैं. इट इज अ सॉफ्टवेयर, इट इज अ लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. एंड ऑन योर स्क्रीन you can see the statistics. I am not going to read out the numbers. The numbers are too big. Somebody may also feel difficult to count the number of zeros in it, but yes, this is how the statistics around the world is about usage of Moodle. This is the top 10 countries who are using Moodle. So you can see India is on the 10th place in this list. But this is actually those websites who have declared on the Moodle page that yes, we are using your software. But Moodle is a free software, so it is not mandatory to go and tell them that yes, we are using your software. So these disclosures are optional, voluntary. लेकिन एक्चुअली इससे 10 गुना ज्यादा तो हमारे यहाँ पर लोग यूज करते रहेंगे ऐसे मुझे लगता है. बट फॉर्मली वी हैव these many users, these many websites which are registered for Moodle usage. These are the different features of Moodle software. You can maintain your multimedia course content online. You can set communication with your students. Peer learning can be enabled. You can assess your students using different features of Moodle like journal, assignment, quiz. These are features of Moodle. So when we see the Moodle software, we'll understand that. You can easily maintain your students' grades online. You can have a discussion forum created, which is the quadrant 3, very important component of a massive open online course. You can track your learners' activity. You can take feedback. You can give feedback to your learners. You can create collaborative environments like Wiki. All of you must have heard about Wikipedia, right? But inside Moodle, there is a wiki environment which you can create. Inside it, not outside. You don't need to migrate outside to Wikipedia page. Inside the Moodle software, you can create a wiki page. So that is what I am saying, that everything on one single page, you don't need to migrate outside. These are the important features of Moodle software. This PPT I'm going to share with all of you later, so you will get these links. In that, one last fourth link is about presentations on Moodle software. Today I didn't do any presentation on Moodle. Actually, I do a 190 minutes presentation on Moodle itself. I have skipped it because I thought let us do the hands-on directly. Theory फिर कभी बाद में सीख लेंगे. But if you want to, tomorrow after doing this FDP, if you become trainers and you go to a college and you would like to do a presentation on Moodle, then you can access many presentations. My presentation also is there on this link, and you can edit it. This is free of cost. This is of copyright free license, Creative Commons license. So you can use it for your students' benefit also. Okay, so now there are no questions, so I'm just closing this. And I'm going to share with you certain points of instructions. I'm assuming there are no questions, okay? Therefore, I'm going directly to the session 2 prerequisites. Then we'll take a break. You need to do certain things before you are ready for the second session. So please keep your notebook, pen ready. I am not going to repeat it after it is done. And please don't ask me to repeat it again, because that also is not a good habit. So ideally, are you all ready? You can just show a thumbs up that you are ready. Okay. Those who have on their video, they can show. Those who have put off their video, how will they show? In the reactions, you can show like this, thumbs up. Chalo, 23, 39. दो ही लोग ने हाथ खड़े किए. ओके, 36, 64, 38. ओके, तो इतने ही लोग शायद पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, ऐसे मैं सोच रहा हूं. बाकी सब लोग गायब है. अपने यहाँ पे हिंदी में एक मूवी आई थी, अंधा कानून. तो ऐसे ब्लैक स्क्रीन मेरे सामने है. तो ये सारे ब्लैक स्क्रीन को मैं क्या कहूं, इनको नमस्ते कहूं और क्या कहूं. चलिए, let us write down the instructions for the second session. In the second session, we are going to do hands-on on Moodle Learning Management System using the website called as moodlecloud.com. Okay, so I will put it in the chat. You can copy it down. It's very simple to remember. Moodle Cloud. Okay. Let me share the screen also simultaneously. लेकिन आपके नोटबुक में लिखिए, आप उसको स्किप मत कीजिए. Okay. Are you able to see this website, Moodle Cloud? moodlecloud.com वेबसाइट है. आपके लिए मैं एक बार फिर से यहाँ पे टाइप करके दिखा. MOODLE. Moodle का स्पेलिंग है MOODLECLOUD, one single word. moodlecloud.com. ठीक है. So step number 1, all of you please write down your notebooks. Go to Moodle Cloud website. Step number 2, you scroll down onto this Moodle Cloud website. Okay. नहीं, स्क्रॉल डाउन नहीं, यहाँ पे. हाँ, ठीक है. ये कहाँ करेंगे आप उसको? ये गेट Moodle Cloud. Are you able to see this? Get Moodle Cloud. So step number 2, click on Get Moodle Cloud. तो आप जब उसमें जाएंगे तो आपको वो पूछेगा स्टार्ट ट्रायल. ये कहाँ गया? प्राइसिंग पे जाते. ठीक है, गेट Moodle Cloud पे मत जाइए, प्राइसिंग पे जाइए. प्राइसिंग में आपको नीचे ये स्टार्ट ट्रायल मिलेगा. ठीक है, ये स्टेप नंबर 2 जस्ट एडिट कर दीजिए. Where you should click on pricing. ये ऊपर टैब में देखिए स्टैंडर्ड प्लान्स, प्रीमियम सॉल्यूशंस, प्राइसिंग. When you click on pricing, आप ये $200-400 भूल जाइए, नीचे आइए, स्टार्ट ट्रायल आपको दिखेगा. सो क्लिक ऑन स्टार्ट ट्रायल. दैट इज योर स्टेप नंबर 2. Click on pricing and then click on start trial. Now when you click on start trial, this is what will come. So step 3 में आप क्या लिखेंगे? You will write in step 3 that you give some name to your site. ठीक है, जैसे for example we have Falguni madam, our participant here. I'm just giving an example, okay? So she can write falguni.moodlecloud.com for example, okay? Just an example. आप ये भी कर सकते हैं कि मैथ गुरु समझो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेकिन ये क्या बोल रहा है? दिस साइट नेम इज अवेलेबल. अगर उसने कहा कि नॉट अवेलेबल तो आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा. जैसे मैंने समझो मैथ ले लिया, तो देखते हैं, ये देखिए somebody has already taken this. So think about a name, a site name, वेबसाइट नेम. आपकी खुद की वेबसाइट बनेगी, और कब बनेगी? 30 सेकेंड्स में बनेगी. सो स्टेप नंबर 3 में आपको क्या देना है? साइट नेम देना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे मैंने लिखा मैथ गुरु, उसके आगे क्या आएगा? .moodlecloud.com. ठीक है, डोंट वरी अबाउट दिस, ये एकदम सिंपल स्टेप्स है. चूज अ साइट नेम में यू शुड राइट अ साइट नेम. बाकी जो भी है उसको वैसे ही रखिए, कोई चेंज नहीं करना है. जैसे ये सर्वर रीजन क्या होगा? डोंट चेंज. हाउ विल यू यूज योर साइट? यू कैन से टीचिंग स्टूडेंट्स. ठीक है, और बाकी सब में आपका फर्स्ट नेम, लास्ट नेम, ईमेल आईडी, और अगर आपने इसके पहले यूज किया है तो हाँ या ना जो भी है, ये दोनों चेक बॉक्स को क्लिक करना है. डोंट फॉरगेट दैट यू हैव टू गिव योर एक्चुअल ईमेल आईडी. व्हाई? बिकॉज इफ यू डोंट गिव योर एक्चुअल ईमेल आईडी, आपके ईमेल आईडी पे इसका कोड आएगा, वो कोड आपको एंटर करना होता है. So I'm repeating the step number 3. Write a proper site name which you would like your site to be named as. Then select the region default जो भी दिया है. Why will you use the student this site? You can give some example, something. Give your proper name, surname, give your valid email ID, and click on these check boxes and click on start free trial. ये हो गया आपका step number 3. वो स्टेप आपने पूरा किया तो आपको आपके ईमेल पे एक ऐसा ईमेल आएगा और एक कोड आएगा, वेरीफाई योर ईमेल एड्रेस, और ये उसका कोड है. वो कोड को आपको एंटर करना है, एंड आफ्टर यू एंटर यू शुड बी एबल टू एक्सेस योर अकाउंट. तो ये आपका लास्ट स्टेप नंबर 5 में आएगा. ये आपका पूरा साइट नेम बन के आएगा. मैंने बनाया mandarbhanushe.moodlecloud.com. ये आपको कब आएगा? व्हेन यू पुट दिस कोड. विच कोड? द कोड विच कम्स ऑन योर ईमेल आईडी. ये आपके यहाँ पे लिंक, एक पेज ओपन होगा, बोलेगा ये कोड एंटर करो, आपका ईमेल आईडी वेरीफाई करो. वेरी सिंपल स्टेप्स. फॉलो दो सिंपल स्टेप्स. गेट योर वेबसाइट रजिस्टर्ड. Once this is done, the last step is ये आपका जो है इसके ऊपर आपको क्लिक करना है, तो आपका ये पेज ओपन होगा. ठीक है, अब इसमें एक बात याद रखनी है कि आपको जब आप फर्स्ट टाइम इसको करेंगे ना, एक मिनट, हाँ मैं लॉग आउट हो जाता हूं. सो ये दिस इज व्हाट विल कम. देखिए mandarbhanushe.moodlecloud.com ऐसे आपका साइट नेम आएगा स्टेप नंबर 5 में. वहां पे यूजर नेम क्या डालना है पता है? एडमिन डालना है. ऑल ऑफ अस प्लीज, ऑल ऑफ यू राइट डाउन इन योर नोटबुक. स्टेप नंबर 6 में दिस इज द पेज विच विल कम. और जब आप क्रिएट करते हैं आपको एक पासवर्ड देना होता है. ठीक है, जब आप क्रिएट करेंगे आपकी वेबसाइट तो आपको एक पासवर्ड देना होता है. वो पासवर्ड तो वही है जो आपने दिया है, लेकिन यूजर नेम क्या देना है? एडमिन. डोंट फॉरगेट. एंड देन क्लिक ऑन लॉग इन. तो लॉग इन करेंगे तो आपका क्या हो गया? कुछ तो हो गया, नहीं आ गया. ठीक है, तो लॉग इन कीजिए और आपका ऐसे पेज आएगा. दीज आर द 5 स्टेप्स विच यू शुड डू. ऑल ऑफ यू स्टार्ट डूइंग इट. इट इज 12:24. We'll take a break of 10 minutes. 12:35, all of you join back. I am not leaving this Zoom meeting. I'm staying here. For those who would like to ask any difficulties for creating this site. So your time starts now. It's a 11 minutes, 10 minutes break. Complete these 5 steps. At 12:35, be ready for the hands-on on Moodle. Thank you very much. So just as Dr. Ahmed Sultan has shared his website address, no, I will request all of you to, once you have created it, just share it in the chat, so that I will also understand that how many of you have created it and how many of you are still to complete it. So if you have created it, just share the link of your Moodle Cloud site. Okay, fine, good. So two of you have created, I can see. So I can see one Dr. Ahmed, then Amit, then N. Sumati, then Anand sir, then serial number or roll number 39, 43, 62, 49. Username was admin. Okay, Mahendra Bhagat has done. Mahadev sir has done. So don't write done. Done is not correct. What you should write is you should write the website address of your Moodle cloud. Password, when you create the login, you also create the password along with it. That same password. Okay. So should we wait for 5 more minutes for others to create? We'll wait for 12:40 and then 12:40 we'll start with the hands-on. Just be on this site. I'll share you the page. Just be on this site. Is there any difficulty for those who have not put the message in the chat about creating this Moodle Cloud link? If you're facing some difficulty, please let us know.
सर कोड ही नहीं आया
किसका फोन आना है आपको?
सर डैशबोर्ड पर आ गई सर
कोड नहीं आया सर
नहीं, कहाँ बोर्ड नहीं है मतलब कहाँ आने वाला है वो?
मेल पे आया नहीं सर
ईमेल पे कोड नहीं आया. एक बार आपका रिफ्रेश कीजिए जीमेल का, जो भी आपका ईमेल आईडी है, और उसका स्पैम में भी चेक कर लीजिए. Ideally, it should not take more than 1 minute. Sorry.
क्रिएट झाले ते नक्की. आणि वेबसाईट वाले तर मग होम डॅशबोर्ड माय कोर्सेस साईट ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशन मग परत त्याच्यात लॉग इन करायचं का सेपरेट?
लॉग इन करायचंच आहे ना. Moodle क्लाउडच्या त्या आपल्या पेजवर जाऊन लॉग इन करायचंय कोड टाकल्यानंतर, व्हेरीफाय ईमेल ऍड्रेस केल्यानंतर. तुम्ही जी वेबसाईट ऍड्रेस बनवलं ना, त्या वेबसाईटला जायचं, तिकडे युजर नेम ऍडमिन टाकायचं आणि पासवर्ड जो तुम्ही साईट क्रिएट करताना दिला होता तो पासवर्ड टाकायचा.
आता आमची युजर साईट आली, युअर साईट आली म्हणून होम सेटिंग पार्टिसिपेट रिपोर्ट्स.
मी आता जी माझी स्क्रीन शेअर केली आहे तशी तुमची स्क्रीन दिसतेय का?
हो दिसली सर, पुढे गेलो होतो आम्ही त्याच्यात करून.
तुम्ही लॉग इन केलं ना?
हो.
का नाही केलं?
केलं ना, त्याच्यातच केलं. ऍडमिन पण माझं नाव चालू होतं, म्हणजे उदाहरण सुनील पानसरे नावाने केलं होतं. तेच
केलं ना तुम्ही, लॉग इन केलं ना?
हो.
इथे तुमचं उजव्या साईडला बघा, इथे हे ऑप्शन दिसते का? फक्त बघा, हे याचा अर्थ की तुम्ही लॉग इन केलंय असं दिसते का?
सर लॉग आउट करून परत लॉग इन करा म्हणून त्यांना.
नाही, गरज नाही, आवश्यकता नाही. हे दिस मीन्स यू हॅव ऑलरेडी लॉग इन. इथे तुमच्या प्रोफाईल मध्ये जाऊन तुम्ही तुमचं चित्र पण लावू शकता.
सर पासवर्ड कोणता द्यायचा?
पासवर्ड जेव्हा तुम्ही साईट क्रिएट करता तेव्हा तुम्ही पासवर्ड दिलेला असतो.
हा हा
Okay, okay, sir.
So how many of you are still doing and you require more time? Please let me know because we are delaying the session because of you. Already I have extended by 5 minutes and now I think I need to request all the participants to just wait for 3-4 minutes, 12:45. तब तक बाकी जिनका नहीं हुआ है वो प्लीज अपनी साइट क्रिएट कीजिए. This Moodle Cloud website will be used for your assessment of this course. तो आपको जो देना है आपके कोऑर्डिनेटर को उसमें ये वेबसाइट का एड्रेस देना है. So those who are not creating it now have to create it later, but somehow they have to create it. Better you do it now rather than after that you will not be able to contact me and then it will be pending from your side.
सर इसका लिंक कहाँ पे आता है सर?
ईमेल पे.
सर आपली जी स्लाइड दिसते ना समोर आता तशीच आम्हाला दिसते. आता हाय सुनील आलंय, त्याच्यात अपग्रेड आलंय पुढं आणि कोर्स ओव्हरव्ह्यू आलंय खाली.
माहित नाही मला. मी तुम्हाला जे दाखवतोय तसं तुम्हाला दिसत असेल तर तुम्ही बरोबर.
क्लिअर टेस्ट दिसत होती.
ठीक आहे.
हा अशी दिसते.
ठीक है.
सर इसमें करना क्या होगा हमें?
वो जब बाकी सब हो जाएंगे तैयार तो बताएंगे मैडम. अभी तो
ओके
लोग
सर.
तैयार ही नहीं हुए हैं. अभी मेकअप कर
ओके
रहे
सर.
हैं.
ओके.
अभी पता नहीं क्या क्या कर रहे हैं लोग, कहाँ है. But I am okay with 50% people also. So it is not that I want 100%. ऑनलाइन कोर्स में 50% तो डमी रहते हैं, कोई टेंशन नहीं.
सर आप अच्छे टीचर हो, आपको रेस्पॉन्स मिल रहा है स्टूडेंट्स की तरफ से. 2 और 3 वाला रेशो नहीं है.
ये तो आप लोग अच्छे हैं इसके लिए सब ठीक चल रहा है. आपने अगर तय किया कि नहीं सॉरी नहीं करेंगे तो कैसे चलेगा.
नहीं सर, आप टीच बहुत अच्छे से कर रहे हो और लर्निंग प्रोसेस आपका बहुत अच्छा है सर.
चलिए, थैंक यू. Okay, friends, 2 more minutes for you to create your first Moodle site. You should be very happy. All those who have created, no, तो मेरी तरफ से आप सबका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन. I will congratulate all of you. It's a very good achievement that you have created. Within few seconds, you might have observed, ना, experience it yourself. बहुत बार अपने को लगता है ये बहुत difficult काम है. It is not difficult. It is very simple. So it is good that you have taken those baby steps which are required. तो बहुत अच्छा है. Congratulations. And in the next 1 minute, I'll start the demonstration. And again, keep the notebook pen ready. Every time I'll give some instructions, I'll show the demonstration, and then you have to do it on your screen. We'll follow this pattern so that all of you would be able to do minimum same for all. So keep a notebook pen ready and I will give you the step-by-step instructions. I will show you the demonstration on my screen. You watch it carefully, write the instructions, and then do it on your screen. And if you face some difficulty, we will resolve it. Okay, so it's 12:45. Welcome, friends, to the second session of today's FDP, where we are going to talk about how to use learning management systems for hosting your online course. So you can see on my screen right now, these are the different tabs. The first is your site, then is home, and then after home, this is dashboard. After dashboard is my courses, and after my courses is site administration. So we will not get into the rest of the three because we have very less time. So we will directly get into the business of creating online courses. There is one online course which is already created on everybody's login, starting with Moodle. I will recommend each and every person to, after today's session is over, जब भी आपको समय मिले, आप ये starting with Moodle पे जाइए and you learn this. You just go through all this what is given, topic 1 topic 2 जो दिया है ना, इसको ठीक से पढ़िए आराम से, आज नहीं, अभी नहीं, बाद में। आज अभी हम क्या करेंगे, द फर्स्ट थिंग विच यू विल बी डूइंग, आपके नोटबुक में लिख दीजिए, आफ्टर यू लॉग इन इनटू योर Moodle क्लाउड वेबसाइट, the first thing is what you should go to my courses. That is your step number 1. Then if you have written this step number 1, go to the my courses tab. अब उसमें आप देखेंगे ये my courses के बिल्कुल राइट साइड में there are 2 tabs, manage courses, create course. What are we all interested today? We are interested to create a course. We want to create our own online course. So step number 2, click on create course. Okay, so do this activity on your page.
सर आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। हेलो,
मे बी सर फोन पे है, 1 मिनट वेट करना पड़ेगा।
आवाज तब आएगी जब मैं बोलूंगा। मैंने कहा, मैंने जो 2 इंस्ट्रक्शंस आपको दिए वो आप कीजिए। आपने करने के बाद में आपने या तो ऐसे थम्स अप करना चाहिए आपके स्क्रीन के ऊपर, या मैसेज पे लिखना चाहिए कि यू हैव डन द एक्टिविटी, so that we can go to the step number 3. How many of you have completed the first 2 steps? Went to my courses tab and then clicked on create course. So you should be able to see the screen which I am showing. आपके स्क्रीन के ऊपर भी वही स्क्रीन आनी चाहिए। वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस, गुड, ओके। So if you are ready, we'll go to the next level of instructions. Now, in this page where you are creating your online course, the first step in this, if you are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, then we have already done 1 and 2. This is step number 3. लेकिन आप अगर इसको फ्रेश करके लिख रहे हैं तो इसका एक स्टेप नंबर 1 भी आप अलग से लिख सकते हैं। फर्स्ट थिंग टू डू इन दिस इज व्हाट, राइट द कोर्स फुल नेम। फॉर एग्जांपल, in my MSc course, I teach a paper in semester 2 by the name Algebra 2. This is 2025, for example. अब मैंने क्या किया, देखिए मैंने एक कोर्स का फुल नेम लिखा है जो मेरे स्टूडेंट को समझ में आएगा। What you have to do, step number 1, write the course full name. Which course full name? The course which you want to offer online इन द नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर। समझो आपको अगले जून में करना है, तो चलो मैं इसका नाम बदल अलजेब्रा 1 कर देता हूं। ये मैं पढ़ाऊंगा कभी, इसको मैं पढ़ाऊंगा जून 2025 बैच। आपने यही लिखना चाहिए, ऐसे कोई नियम नहीं है। आई एम जस्ट गिविंग माई एग्जाम्पल। यू यूज योर क्रिएटिव आइडियाज, right, creativity, and you can accordingly write the course full name. That is the step number 1. Step number 2 is to write the course short name. All what you see with this red exclamation mark, no, this is required, compulsory, mandatory. So we have written first algebra, the name of the full course name. In the second tab, we are writing a short name. So I'll just write PSMT 101 2025. What I'm writing, I am writing the paper code which I am using for my course. You can write anything. इसका कोई formula नहीं है. There is no formula about what to write this. The only thing is that this has to be a full name so that the students understand what this course is after reading it. And this is something which is, let me tell you, very interesting point. That suppose you have 5,000 students in your college. Assume a scenario where you have 5,000 students in your college. of which 3,000 students are there in first year BCom. Say let us take BCom. Then 1,500 students are in second year BCom, and remaining 1,500 students are in say third year BCom. Or not 1,500 students are in TY BCom. So you have total 5,000 students now. You have an Excel sheet which has all 5,000 students data. How will you enroll all these 5,000 students into their respective courses? हर एक का सेमेस्टर 1 का कोर्स अलग होगा, फर्स्ट ईयर का अलग होगा, सेकेंड ईयर का अलग होगा, थर्ड ईयर का अलग होगा. How will you ensure that serial number 1 to 2,500, which are first year BCom students, they will be enrolled into their respective courses? Next 1,500 into second year BCom. ये आइडेंटिफिकेशन का जो कॉलम में हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? We will be writing this short name. So now you understand the use of this short name. This is having that use. इसीलिए it is mandatory to write the course short name. Step number 1, write the course full name. Step number 2, write the course short name. Step number 3, keep it as it is, the course category. इसको बदलना नहीं है. No change. Whatever is default is correct. Step number 4, okay, change this course start date to today, for example. तो आज हम लोग थोड़ा प्रयोग उसके ऊपर कर लेंगे. बस इतना ही. बाकी ये जो भी है 2026, you can keep it. But you can see that in Moodle, you can decide when the course will start, which date, which month, which year, what time. You can decide when the course will get over. Again, which date, which month, which year, which time. So this is what is there in your hand, that when you're creating the course, you can create a course with a specific start date and specific end date. So course full name likha, course short name likha, course category as it is, no change. Course start date we have changed from 30th January to today's date, which is 29 January. Rest everything we are keeping as it is. Then for your information, what will you write in this course summary? You can write about the prerequisites. Okay, you can type about how you are going to do the evaluation. You can write about how many weeks this course is, etc. This is what you can write for the students. Okay, this is your choice. This is not compulsory. You can see the compulsory component is only this much: 1, 2, and 3. Full name, short name, category. Rest everything is optional. But I am telling you in summary what you can write. You can write this: how many modules or how many units are there, how many credits are there for this course, etc. Okay, so you can give some details about course summary here if you wish to. Otherwise, for this demonstration, you can keep it blank also, not a problem. Next is a course image, जिसमें भी अभी आज कुछ नहीं करना है. लेकिन अगर आपने एक ऑनलाइन कोर्स बनाया और उसका आपने एक पोस्टर बनाया, एक इमेज बनाया, उसको मार्केट करने के लिए, उसको स्टूडेंट्स के साथ शेयर करने के लिए, that course image, the banner of your course, you can upload at this place. Okay, so now it is not ready, so we will skip this. Course format. तो कोर्स फॉर्मेट में ये नंबर ऑफ सेक्शंस जो दिए ना, these are equivalent to number of units in our syllabus. Whatever course you are offering online, this place is the place where you are going to mention how many units this course is having. Default, they have kept it 4. You can either decrease it, you can increase it, you can keep it as it is. Later on, you can add or delete. Don't worry. I'm just telling you the information. You can keep it as it is because later on, after we create the course, we can still add or delete the number of topics. Don't worry about this particular place. Okay. Important thing is, do you want each unit to be displayed as a single page, or you want this is every unit will be one single page. Second unit they have to go to second page, or you want all the units on one page. ये भी अभी आप स्किप करेंगे तो भी चलेगा, क्योंकि जब आप फर्स्ट टाइम एंटर करेंगे आपके कोर्स के एनवायरनमेंट में, then you can play with it. So don't worry about these settings also. You can keep these settings as it is. I'm just explaining it to you so that you become comfortable with the environment. Then we have these files and uploads. No, ये यहाँ पर default settings देखिए कहाँ 10 KB से लेकर 250 MB तक you can upload. A maximum size of the file is 250 MB, but I will say keep it as less as possible. Generally, when we are using Moodle learning management systems, if you allow more files for the students to upload, or if you allow high size, heavy size files to be uploaded by the students, your server will be getting accommodated very fast. So that will be a problem for your website. So it is recommended that you keep it as less as possible. Why? Because all of you know that in today's times, for sharing files, actually you don't require Moodle environment. You can tell your students to share it on Google Drive also. So by this, you are saving the space of your Moodle server. That is what is the most important thing. Otherwise, if your Moodle server is capable enough, you can keep it the highest also. I have no problem. But I am giving you the recommendation that generally we keep it as a lower end, not at the higher end. One more information to share with you as a very good feature of Moodle is that I was talking about collaborative learning. Do you remember in the previous session? So collaborative learning means, suppose in our colleges also we divide our students into batches, right? Tutorial batches or some other batches in smaller groups. Moodle also allows your students to be divided into different groups. Now you have a choice that when you are creating the course, you can create groups, or when you are enrolling your students using that bulk Excel sheet, no, 5,000 students, at that time also you can divide your students into different groups. So not necessary that when you are creating this, right, this time only you have to create. No, later on also you can come back to the course settings and you can change it. But this I am showing it to you because this is a very important place. So just a recap. We have added course full name, we have added course short name, we have kept the course category as it is, we have changed the course start date to today's date, rest everything as it is, no changes. And then we should be clicking on the last step for this place is to click on save and display. आपके नोटबुक में लिख दीजिए. When you click on save and display, this is what you should be able to see on your screen. ये आ गया तो आप डन करके चैट पे लिख दीजिए. योर टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. So when you immediately say done means you are doing it with me, you are not doing after me. My instruction was that you do after I finish, not with me. क्योंकि बहुत बार क्या होता है, when you are doing it simultaneously you may miss out certain things. That's all. Okay. So once again, my friends, congratulations to all of you. A huge round of applause. Why? Because you have created your website for the first time, and all of you who have written done in the chat have successfully created your first online course. So you should be very happy that you have created your first online course today, and it is so simple, not at all difficult, right? Okay, now let us look at this environment and play with it for 1 minute. On the left hand side, you can see the table of content. Okay, these three dot bullet points with a horizontal line over it. No, this is the index, and it is collapsible. You can close it also. You can again bring it back. You can close it, bring it back. Then now, if you want to change this word new section, I am clicking on it, but I am not able to change this name. I don't want this word new section. मुझे इसकी जगह पे समझो लिखना है Unit 1, Chapter 1, Module 1, something I want to write. How do I write this? Okay, it is not editable. So what do we do so that we can edit this page? In your notebook, write down to edit your course page. क्या लिखेंगे आप? To edit your course page, on the top right there is a toggle button, edit mode. Click on it. So when you click on it, your entire page now becomes editable. आप देख रहे हैं अभी एक पेन टूल ऐड हो गया सब जगह पे. ये पेन टूल पहले था क्या? चलो एक बार ऑफ करते हैं इसको. नहीं है. So when this edit mode is on the off mode, you cannot edit your course page. When you click on this toggle button, and now your page becomes completely editable. Remember what I said, that if you want to add more units, if you want to delete more units, you can do it later on. See, this is a place. Can you see this add section at the end? So after creating the course also, if you feel no, I should have written two more sections, then you can go to this add section and automatically one more new section gets added. Now an activity for all of you, that click on that edit mode on and look at the screen which I am doing. I'll do it for one, you can do it for all. Change this titles to, say for example, what I'm doing, I'm clicking on the pen tool. On the right hand side there is a pen tool. When I take the mouse over it, it reads edit section name. So I go and click there and I type unit 1. Listen carefully. I clicked on the pen tool. I wrote from the keyboard unit 1, and please read the instruction on the top. Escape to cancel, enter when finished. So on the keyboard, after I do the changes, I have to hit the enter button of the keyboard. Enter. Now you see it has become unit 1. So like that, change it to, say for example, you want it to chapter 2, make it chapter 2. You want to write this as module 1, you can write module 1. You can to write this as summary and recap. Here you would like to write feedback. I'm just giving examples, okay? You can think about your own, you use your creativity and write down for next 1 minute an exercise for you to change. And let me here write down, welcome to this online course. Once you have done the changes, just write down done. Good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people have done. Okay. Now, since how many? 10, 12, 13 people have, 11 people, 13 people have done. Okay, good. Now, what is the most important thing? See, we have created an online course, right? We have tried to change some details, some titles of the course page, the broader titles of the course page. Most importantly, now we would like to give the content to the students, obviously. So giving content, resources, material to the students, in Moodle, there are two words which we use. The material which we give, the content which we give to the learners is called as resource, and everything which we give for assessment and evaluation is called as an activity. So first we will see how to add resources, and then we will see how to add activities. For this demonstration of this session, we will do one resource and one activity because of time constraint. But Moodle, if you have observed by now, is very, very simple to use. It doesn't require a lot of hard work. Nobody taught us how to use mobile phones, right? We started using mobile phone by our own. We learned all the details which are required for me to use it with the minimal features which I want. So similarly, Moodle also being a free and open source software, you can search and you can go to the website of Moodle. You will see hundreds of videos which are available. Step-by-step demonstrations are also provided for your assistance. Okay, so let us get into the first activity or resource which we would like to do. For my demonstration, I am using the unit 1 block. By the way, these are called as blocks. Okay, this welcome to this online course is one block. Unit 1 is another block. Unit 3, chapter 2 is another block. Module 1 is another block. These are called as blocks. So I am choosing unit 1 block. And if you can see this tab, add an activity or resource, it is there everywhere. In every block, you will see this. Okay. So step number 1, click on add an activity or resource. आपके notebook में लिख लीजिए. What did we do in step number 1? We clicked on add an activity or resource. Now we would like to first add a resource. ठीक है. अब देखिए Moodle में कितने सारे चीजें हैं यहाँ पर. You can see जब ये recommended था, it was looking less. When I made it all, तो बहुत सारी और फीचर्स ऐड हो गए. इससे भी ज्यादा फीचर्स मिलते हैं. This is also not the final. इससे भी ज्यादा फीचर्स मिलते हैं. Because it is a Moodle is a free software, there are many features which have been added as plugins by people around the world based on their requirements and the customization. So, and they have given it for public to download and install and then use it. For today's session, we will be focusing on resources. Like we will use the resource, which resource? Page resource. So recommended में जाते हैं page resource. Step number 2, click on page resource. कहां पर है ये? सेकेंड रो में थर्ड नंबर पे है page resource. Now, what do you mean by a page resource? Let us try to understand this meaning of page resource. Dr. Preeti, I saw your message just now. I didn't understand your question. Can we know some tool name? Means? You can unmute your mic.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to know, like, is there any tool software that are like we have some AI tools and some different tools that can also help in creating this, that are we have to do manually everything over here.
What you want to create? That I didn't understand. Create the course. You need to have AI tool.
No, sir. That's the okay. Like you are doing this on this page now. So I just wanted to know that we have also some software and AI tool that can we do more appropriately in the way.
Nee, that is what I'm asking. I am not able to get the point. We are today doing in this session the hands-on on Moodle learning management system. Is your question related to that, or you're asking something other than that?
Something other than that, sir. For
there are hundreds of tools available. So that is a very completely different area. Okay, if you get into that, somebody else should be able to do it, or I can do it sometimes later. Today, if I get into that, my rest 40 minutes will go into discussing different AI tools. There are hundreds of AI tools which are available. Okay, you think of the work you want to do, and there is an AI tool for that. This is what I can say. Okay, and the world is very fastly innovating on AI, very fast. Okay, we just can't think till 2-3 days before, 1 week before, America was the giant in the area of AI, and suddenly the focus has shifted to China because of a new AI app which they have
Yes,
brought,
sir.
and yeah, the world has gone
That
mad.
is more cheaper than, oh yes, sir, Chat GPT. That is more cheaper than Chat GPT
Chat
and more
GPT is
appropriate.
gone now. Now we
Yes,
have DeepSeek R1 which has come.
yeah, deep. Yes, yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so let us not get into that today, because otherwise we will not finish this assignment of creating an online course. Okay, so what do you mean by a page resource? Page means any website when you visit, no? Any website. What you see on your laptop screen or mobile screen is a web page, or in or technical words, I can say it is a HTML page, something like that. Okay. So Moodle allows you to create a similar web page environment, which is a multimedia resource page. What do you mean by multimedia resource page? Means that page will have text, the page will have videos, the page can also have animations, it can have graphics, it can have images, it can have audio MP3, it can also have some external URL links, right? With all kind of formatting options also, bold, italics, superscribe, or whatever you want to do, जैसे word file में करते हैं. This is what we are creating. So you understand the power of this page resource. We all, with no technical background, are in the next 10 minutes going to create a multimedia page on this Moodle course which we have created. How to do? Please listen and watch the instructions, the demonstration, and pen it down, write it down in a notebook. I will give you 10 more minutes for afterwards to do it. But if you do it with me, you may lose certain context. Okay, so I'll request you to just write down it first, watch the entire demonstration, and then later on do it. I'll give you full 10 minutes for that to do. Okay. Now we are here. We have clicked on add on page or add an activity or resource. We clicked on the page resource. We
So
have
I
got
have one
this.
question. I have one question. So I'm not able to save the changes
Where?
in the course new session name. I have already done the changes, but it is not going to save.
So that means either you have not listened to what instructions I gave, or you are doing something gadbad. So when you are clicking on the pen tool to the right of that topic name and you write
Right,
something new on it,
right.
the message comes on the top: escape to cancel, enter to proceed. You click the enter button of your keyboard after you type.
Okay, sir.
If,
Okay.
if you hit the enter button, it gets saved. Is it done? Hello, madam.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yes. Priyanka, madam, have you done it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
I was
sir.
waiting for your. ठीक है.
Thank you.
So
I
now,
have unmuted.
okay. ठीक ठीक. So now you are clicking on add an activity or resource. You click on page resource. You come to this place. First thing is that we will be writing what is the name or the title of the page we are creating, right? So for the demonstration purpose, I am writing. What should I write? I'll write algebraic operations on complex numbers. Okay, and I am. This is my habit. Okay, don't take it that it is a rule to write like this page. I will remember it that I created a page resource. It is not mandatory. You can actually just write the title and you can be happy. So give a title, step number 1. Then in the description box, you can give instructions to the learners about how to use this page resource if you want them to give. This is not mandatory. Wait, spelling mistake. Mandatory. If you have written certain instructions for your students on how to use this page resource or what is a prerequisite of this page resource, then if you have written, then you need to check this display box. Okay. But if you have not written anything here, then there is no point. You can keep it blank. This is not mandatory, this is optional. But you may feel sometime that whatever you are giving in this page resource, there are some instructions which you would like to give to the learners. You can give those instructions in this description box. And in order that the students read these instructions, you need to click on the display option. If you don't want, you can skip this. Step number 1 was write a title of your page resource. In the content box, write down as step number 2. In the content box, that is this place, you need to type or you need to paste your multimedia content. Okay. You need to, I can say, you need to add, type, or paste. Now, if you see this toolbar, it has some features which you have seen in your Word file also. Edit, view, insert. Insert में क्या है देखिए, insert image, insert external URL link, insert a video, record an audio from your microphone of your laptop, record a video from your web camera of your laptop, write some code, HTML code, insert a table, insert some special characters, emojis, horizontal line, page break. ये सारा का सारा equation editor, those are using mathematics, no? So all this is something similar for you. Bold, italics, underline, strike through. ये आप लोग use कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? So what I told in this page resource, you will learn how to add text. ये हो गया आपका text content. अभी टेक्स्ट कंटेंट में बोल्ड करूंगा, मुझे उसको थोड़ा सा क्या करना है, बड़ा करना है, तो मैं उसका साइज भी बड़ा कर सकता हूँ, ठीक है? तो फॉन्ट साइज इज नॉट चेंजेबल, ठीक है, चलो ओके. सो यू कैन डू दैट. दिस इज द टेक्स्ट, इजी. अब मुझे समझो वीडियो ऐड करना है, ठीक है? लेकिन कौन सा वाला वीडियो मुझे ऐड करना है? मुझे मल्टीमीडिया, मुझे यूट्यूब का वीडियो ऐड करना है. So what I can say, I write this, watch this YouTube video. ऐसे मैंने लिखा यहाँ पे. इसके नीचे at this place where the cursor is blinking right now, I want to add a YouTube video. So what I do, I go to YouTube website. I find out a video which I would like to add. Okay. So see on the screen, step number 3. This is a YouTube video which I would like to share with my students in that Moodle course page. तो यहाँ पर जहाँ पर हम लोग थे अभी, okay, step number 1, add a title. Step number 2, go to the content box, add text और copy paste कीजिए, word file में से copy paste. Step number 3, you want to add a YouTube video, ठीक है? So you go to this place, you go to YouTube website, open a video which you would like to share. Once you get that video on your screen, उस वीडियो के सेंटर में कहीं भी जाके राइट क्लिक कीजिए. You will get this option, copy video URL. Either do this. So one option is this, right click, copy video URL पे क्लिक कीजिए, या ये जो ऊपर दिखा है ये भी आपका URL है. You can copy this also. So copy the video URL and this cursor is blinking at this place, no, just below watch this YouTube video text. यहाँ पर cursor की जगह पे आप जाइए मल्टीमीडिया में, ये जो टूल बार पे ऑप्शन है, एंड वंस यू क्लिक ऑन दैट यू सी द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज लिंक. हमको लिंक नहीं देना है, हमको क्या देना है, वीडियो एम्बेड करना है. वी वांट टू एम्बेड द वीडियो. सो गो टू द वीडियो ऑप्शन which is the second option. Please write in the notebook, otherwise some people will paste the link here, then they will not see the video. You write down what I'm saying, otherwise later on you will get confused. I'll close this once again. Your cursor is blinking here. Click on this insert multimedia toolbar menu, go to the video tab and then paste the URL. Now you can forget the further 3 settings which are given here. I'll skip these 3 settings, not required to know now. Important thing is what? Go to the video tab inside this, okay? Otherwise there will be a problem. Once you paste the URL which you had copied from YouTube, click on insert media button. Please write this instruction. Paste the URL under the video tab and click on insert media. Now when you do that, please see my screen. You will not be able to see the video. Okay, so don't worry. Don't worry, just chill. I am just hitting the enter button from my screen so that I go to the next line. Let me extend it a little bit. Now I would like to add what? I would like to click on the following URL for further references, and I want some URL to be given, right? So let me give them the URL of my university. So https, this is because I know the website address, so I can just give it as it is. But if you don't know this, okay, you have gone to a website, okay, similarly go to that website page wherever you are, copy that video URL, and can you see this link option? ये insert में भी था, insert link. अब क्या link, what is the URL? URL is this www.mu.ac.in. Please see the screen carefully. Where you are pasting the URL link, enter URL के नीचे. अब टेक्स्ट स्क्रीन पे क्या दिखना चाहिए? टेक्स्ट स्क्रीन पे दिखना चाहिए यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ मुंबई वेबसाइट. ये टेक्स्ट डिस्प्ले होगा, ये टेक्स्ट हाइपरलिंक्ड होगा, and when the student clicks on that hyperlink, where the link will go, it will go to this URL of Mumbai University's website. So once you type, you paste the URL, where will you paste it? Below enter URL option. Give some text to display. Alternatively, some people can do like this also. Click here to access further information. ठीक है, मैं क्रिएट लिंक पे क्लिक करता हूं. ठीक है, अब ये मैं डिलीट कर देता हूं. तो स्टूडेंट्स को क्या दिखेगा? ये हाइपरलिंक दिखेगा. व्हेन द स्टूडेंट क्लिक्स ऑन दिस, इट विल गो टू दैट URL which you have provided. In the last 3-4 minutes, what example you have seen? Demonstration of how to add text, how to add a video, how to add an external URL. Let me show you the last demonstration in this. How do I add an image? Okay, suppose you would like to add an image, so same process है. Either go to insert image or ये toolbar पे ही है image button. You click on this. So click on image button. Then either you can drag some image which is open in a folder in front of you, or you can go off the, or you click on this arrow, upward arrow, then find out something. Let me take my photo. Okay, and now please see that image, you can also adjust it, the size. If you don't want to keep this original size, you can go to the option custom size. And suppose I want a smaller image, say I want 250 by something, 250. Okay, if I don't want to keep the proportion, I can just 250 by 250 square में चाहिए. So the software will reduce the size. But if you're okay with the original size, you can keep it. थोड़ा exploration कर दीजिए आपको. If you want to change it, you can change it. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. Click on save. Okay, sorry. See, please understand, I forgot to tell you one thing. ये एक चेकबॉक्स आपको दिख रहा है ओरिजिनल साइज के ऊपर. This image is decorative only. You have to check this box. Please write it as a note. If you don't do this, you can see the image must have a description unless it is marked as a decorative. तो या तो क्या कीजिए, यहाँ पे मैसेज डालिए, this is me. If you are writing something here, if you don't want to write this, any information, then you need to click this box so that you can save it. अब देखिए सेव किया तो पता चला ना कि कुछ ज्यादा ही बड़ा हो गया ये, तो क्या करेंगे, तो डबल क्लिक कीजिए. डबल क्लिक करेंगे तो अभी आ गया. अभी इसको कस्टम साइज करना है, तो कस्टम साइज क्या करना है, आई वांट टू मेक इट टू 250 by 250 as an example. You can do it whatever you want, and again I click on save. अब देखिए थोड़ा छोटा हो गया. अब इसमें भी है कि इफ यू वांट टू हैव दिस इमेज वेयर, राइट में, लेफ्ट में, सेंटर में, तो मुझे राइट में चाहिए समझो, तो आई विल सेंटर में चाहिए. आई क्लिक ऑन सेंटर ऑप्शन. मुझे राइट में चाहिए. आई कैन कीप द इमेज ऑन द राइट and then I can write some text here. Okay, so it is my choice. What we have seen in this demonstration, friends, how to add text, how to add a video, how to add some external link, and how to add an image. Ab last step I will show. There are two options at the bottom of this page. Either click on save and display or click on save and return to course. If you click on save and display, you will see what you have just now created, this course page or this page resource. If you click on save and return to course, where will you all go? You will go on to the course page, the first thing which you got after you created the course. All of us are interested to see, I have added an image, text, and video. How does it look? So where should I click? Write down in your notebook, click on save and display. Let us see what happens. So you see, this text, this was a title. This is the text which we added. The video was not able to be seen in that page. No, now you can see I can play this video here.
Hello friends, welcome to this
And I can make it
lecture
full screen
series
also.
in
Right?
MSc Mathematics.
Then I had given this external URL. If I click on this, see, new that Mumbai University's website is coming up. And this image has got added, the image has got right aligned, and some text I have written to the left of it, I can see. Right? Please do it in your laptop. I'll give you 10 minutes for you to finish this.
Sir, hello. Sir, we have to share the link also, or is it okay?
No, no, no,
to
no,
the-
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Because
Thank
that
you very much, sir.
I will not be able to see the link. I will require your
Okay.
username and password. So there is nothing to be shared right now. You have to share it
Okay.
on the last day to your coordinator of this course along with your username, password, so that, or you can share the screenshots in a Word file and show how you have created your course. That I'll explain
Okay,
towards
Word.
the end of this session.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I assume that all of you have completed the assignment where you are supposed to create a page resource. Let me also tell you how you go back to your course page. Very simple. You just click on the short name of your course
Okay.
and then you land back onto your course homepage. Now you can see this is a place where we created our unit 1 in which we created the page resource. Let me show you one more important thing and then proceed to activity. In addition to this page resource, if you can see, there's a book resource. So can you tell me, when I say the word book, what comes to your mind? What are the characteristics of this word book? Can you tell me what are the characteristics of the word book? What comes to your mind when we say book?
Image of book.
I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Image of book.
So image of book, what means a book for you? What is there in the book?
Large number of chapters, large number of pages.
Okay. So we have number of chapters in a book. Fine. 1 point. Correct. What else?
It should contain table of contents.
Very good. Second point. Correct.
Acknowledgement, preface.
So these are all different pages.
The parts.
Pages.
Okay, edge. So
Right. Different
I have to
pages.
think in different dimension, right?
Right. Pages are
Okay.
structured into chapters. Chapters are further structured into sections and subsections. And all this has a table of content. Right.
Sir, it should
This.
have cover page.
So
Page.
finally it is a page, right?
Okay.
So it has pages. Pages are of chapters. Chapters are formed from sections and subsections. And there is a table of content index, right? Table of content, index, whatever you call it. Now, this is what you will be surprised to see. Moodle allows you to create a book resource. So when I click on book resource, I'm not going to show it now because it will take 15 minutes for me to show and demonstrate. But actually, there are two things which I would like to share here, and I will request you to do it as a practice session for yourself. This book feature of Moodle is unique in two ways. Suppose you have a lot of content which you would like to share in Unit 1. Instead of creating 15 different page resources, we created one page resource just now. Instead of creating 15 different page resources, you just create one book resource. Inside that book, you will be having these 15 pages created by you. And these will be interlinked. It will be in a structured format, just as we have a table of content followed by chapter 1. In chapter 1, section 1, section 2, subsection, whatever we call it. And we can have a bibliography, we can have an acknowledgement, we can have a preface. This is one feature. The second feature will blow your mind. It is that Moodle allows you to import a Word document directly as a book resource. So for example, if you have written one chapter of say 15 pages in MS Word, you have typed and kept it with all images and diagrams and whatever you want, that Word file can be directly imported. Moodle will convert it into different page resources. That is the beauty of that. And the beauty doesn't end here. Alternatively, if you create a 5, 6, 10 page resources of book resource in Moodle, that book you can export into a Word file or a PDF file. So no effort of you goes waste. If you have created a Word file, you can import it as a book resource. If you create a book resource, you can export it as a Word or a PDF file. This is the beauty of this book resource. Unfortunately, today we don't have time, so I'll not get into the demonstration of that. But I was very tempted to share it with you because some of you are very participative, so I am feeling that I should tell you more. Let us go to some other block and click on add an activity now so that we can add activities. What are activities? Activities are for assessment evaluation. For example, assignment, as you can see here. Then we have quiz, as you can see here. Lesson, for example, lesson, the word lesson, we feel that lesson means a resource by the name. Actually, it is serving dual purpose. This lesson feature in Moodle is a very, you can say, program flowchart kind of environment where the teacher can decide a set of flow of pages, say a content page followed by a quiz page, followed by a question page, followed by another content page, followed by another content page. Flowchart design is yours, but all that bundled into one feature called as a lesson feature. That is again a very advanced feature which will take 30 minutes for demonstration, because your brain needs to work in a flowchart environment. We'll not do that, but lesson is also an activity. Forum is also an activity. Why is it an activity? Because you can grade your students' activity forum postings. If you give a discussion forum topic to your students in your online course, you can do the evaluation, you can do the grading of your students for the forum posting. In a way, the grading need not be of marks. You can give some badges also, a silver badge, a golden badge, a platinum badge. So incentives so that the students participate more in your online course. Finally, our motive is what? The students get engaged on the platform. So you can give incentives, you can give badges, you can give marks, you can give grades, whatever you feel. Okay, that is up to you to decide. So let us not do the forum also, let us not do the assignment also. We'll do quiz as an activity and then we'll stop for today. But before we click on quiz and go into creating a quiz, let me just tell you, in assignment, Moodle allows you two types of assignment. One is a online assignment where the same text box comes on the screen in front of the student. In that text box, you are going to type the question. The student also sees a similar text box wherein the student has to type the answer. Now, when I say the student has to type the answer, please remember the same text box is what we are talking about, has a feature of multimedia content to be added, which means your question of assignment can be a multimedia question. You can give a video as an assignment question. Your student's assignment can be a multimedia assignment, a mixture of text, video, graphics, animations also. So don't let us come out of that thought that assignment matlab text assignment. See, this is the power of Moodle LMS, that you are allowed to ask an assignment question which is of multimedia type. The students are allowed to submit assignments which are of multimedia type. And सबसे better part क्या है? You don't need to download these things. You have to just on-screen evaluation. So one assignment type is online assignment, where the learner has to type in the text box. The second is file submission assignment, which we generally tell the students, no, submit a file to us. तो एक project file बना के, assignment file बना के submit करते हैं. So here, we give the assignment as a file submission in which you decide that the file will be of PDF type. The best part of this PDF file submission is that you can do the evaluation on screen. You don't need to download the PDF of the student. You can do it on the Moodle environment itself. You can give annotations, you can give marks, you can give feedback, and the grades are given directly without you downloading each and every assignment and then checking and then putting their marks. All work gets into one simple way. We are not going to do that assignment now. We'll do quiz. So step number 1 is click on add an activity or resource. Step number 2, click on quiz. We will be giving the name of the quiz here. Okay, so let me say this name of the quiz is quiz on unit 2. So what are we giving? We are giving name of the quiz. So give some title on the quiz. Okay. Again, the same thing here. You can give the set of instructions about the quiz here. And if you want the students to see these instructions, you have to check the box here. Compulsory क्या है? Title of the quiz. ऑप्शनल क्या है? डिस्क्रिप्शन. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, so first important thing is name of the quiz. Second, timing. Now again, see here, Moodle allows the teachers to decide the opening date along with the opening time. Enable. So I want the quiz to be opened on 29 January 2025 at sharp 2 p.m. Example, I want to close the quiz on 29 January 2025 at sharp 2:30 p.m. So my quiz is of how many minutes? 2 to 2:30, 30 minutes quiz. In this 30 minutes, I want the quiz to be available only for 10 minutes. Now these are options, okay? Don't feel that all is compulsory. It is up to you to decide when to start the quiz, when to close the quiz. In that open and close, do you want to restrict the time limit of the quiz? You know what is the use of this 2 to 2:30 and 10 minutes of quiz? Now the students can log in at any time, and the students can decide that if the student logs in at 2 o'clock, then the quiz will finish at 2:10. If the student logs in at 2:15, the quiz will close at 2:25. So the quiz is open only for 10 minutes in that time frame of 30 minutes. Ideally, you can give it from 2 to 5 p.m. also, not a problem. Okay. You can actually give it from 2 to 2:10 also. Then no need of time limit. Exact start, exact close. Generally, why do we give that extra time? Because we know there is some internet problem, some technical problem. The students need to have some time. That's why. Okay, so you can think about it. Then you can decide the grades. How will you say, how many attempts would you give to the students? 1 attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempt, 4 attempt. For example, you give 2 attempts for the learners कि 10 minutes में वो 2 बार quiz attempt करेगा. ठीक है. How will be the grading done? Will the grading be highest grade, 2 में से सबसे best, या 2 का average, या first attempt या last attempt? तो Moodle is asking that what is the type of grading which I should use. लेकिन आप अगर करेंगे 1 attempt तो कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. But if you give multiple attempts, so 5 attempt दे दिया, what is the grading? Again, if you are a very good teacher, you will say सबसे ज्यादा जिसमें मिला है उसको दे दो. So you will give this highest grade. So that is your choice. So this is what you can do. And after the grade is coming the layout. Now, how do you want, if you have 20 questions, you want all questions to come on the same page, or you want every question to come? So all questions, new page, or all questions on one page? This is your choice. Okay, so you can decide. This is just a layout issue. Review. Now, this is very important to see. As a teacher, you can decide that whether the student should see the correct answers, the student should see the grades, the student should see the marks of others, the feedback of others, when the quiz is on, when the quiz is over, when the attempt is over. So all these options are given. Ideally, what we do is from bottom to top. Okay, please remember my instruction. From bottom to top, you go on unchecking these, whatever is not required. Remember the instruction is what? From bottom to top. Why? आपने ऊपर से किया तो देखिए सब नहीं रिमूव होते, इसीलिए तो आपको रिमूव करना है तो नीचे से ऊपर करते करते यू कैन रिमूव whatever you would like to keep, you can keep. Whatever you would like to remove, you can remove. It is your choice. Okay, you can read it carefully and prepare. This is again a good feature, which is a proctored examination feature. So do you want the web camera to be enabled, and do you want to click photos after every 5 seconds, 10 seconds? Do you want to give a password to the quiz so that no external person enters? ऐसे सारे इसमें है. ये आप लोग उसके ऊपर एक्सपेरिमेंट कीजिए. हमने बेसिक चीजें क्या की है? टाइटल ऑफ द क्विज, ओपन डेट, क्लोज डेट, ओपन टाइम, क्लोज टाइम, एंड वी हैव रिव्यू ऑप्शंस में मैंने सारा अनचेक कर दिया है, आपको जो लगे आप करें. अब सेव एंड रिटर्न टू कोर्स नहीं करना है, नहीं तो वापस अभी क्विज किया है लेकिन क्वेश्चंस कहाँ किए. So now we will click on save and display. That is the step which you have to write in a notebook. And see, quiz on unit 2 आ गया, open close date आ गया. अब आया है ये बटन add a question. अब अपने क्वेश्चंस ऐड करने हैं. Let us click on add question. Now if you see on the right hand side of this page, add का बटन है यहाँ पे, है ना. So here you can see that in that add option, there are three options: add a new question, add from question bank, and add a random question. So Moodle allows the teachers to create a question bank in advance. Example, you have 4 units in your syllabus. On each unit, semester shuru hone ke pehle, you add 100 questions. So you have 400 questions, 100 from each unit. When you're creating a quiz on unit 2, you want out of 100 questions, 10 questions to be selected randomly. So now when you click on add from question bank, the question bank 100 questions come on the screen. Either you can manually select 10 or there is an option random selection. इससे क्या होगा, आपके क्लास में 100 बच्चे होंगे, all 100 people will not get same 10 questions. Out of that 100 questions, they will get random 10 questions. And these random 10 questions also will be shuffled. तो जिसका क्वेश्चन 1 है वो किसका क्वेश्चन 2 है, कुछ किसी को समझेंगे. So this is what Moodle gives as a very powerful feature where you can shuffle it if you have a question bank. Now your obvious question can come to your mind, how to create a question bank. तो इसके लिए एडवांस वर्कशॉप करना पड़ेगा, या तो आप किसी YouTube में जाकर वीडियो ट्यूटोरियल देख के कर सकते हैं. But it is not very difficult, that I can definitely say, and I'm sure all of you will believe my words by now. It is very simple. You can easily get some tutorials available. So what I've selected, add a new question, and you can see there are so many different questions, 13, 14 different types of questions. Because of time constraint, I'm not going to do all. I'll just do one multiple choice question. But true or false है, match the following है, short answers, numerical, mathematical बहुत सारे है, drag and drop kind of है, short answer है, essay है. So all type of things are there. If you give a essay type of question, you have to evaluate it manually. ऐसे डिस्क्रिप्टिव क्वेश्चन का कोई ऑटोमेटेड इवैल्यूएशन नहीं होगा. बट रेस्ट ऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस, इफ यू प्रोवाइड द आंसर्स, evaluation, the marking will be done automatically by the software. So let us select multiple choice, click on add, and then again please remember this is question name, okay, not the question. So question name मैं लिखता हूँ Q1 for example. It doesn't matter what you write, okay, but give some name. ये question text is the question. Again, the same thing which I told for assignment, the same text box. So your question can be a text, your question can be an image, your question can be a video, your question can be a combination of all these things, right? अभी समय कम है, so we'll say a text question. What is the capital of India? कितने मार्क्स देने हैं इसको? चलो इसको 2 मार्क देने हैं, या इसको 1 मार्क देना है. You can give marks, right? Now in multiple choice questions, as you know, there is an option of multiple answers correct, single answer correct. So you have to give this either multiple answer or single answer. For our question, what is the capital of India? We have single answer correct. Do you want to shuffle the choices? See, केवल questions shuffle नहीं हो रहे, shuffle में choices भी shuffle हो रहे. So random questions out of 100, in that random questions are also shuffled. In these questions, the choices are also shuffled. तो इतना सारा जुगाड़ करने के बाद भी कोई कॉपी नहीं करेगा, मालूम नहीं. Okay, what is that? Okay, this is your choice 1. Choice 1 is suppose Mumbai. Is Mumbai the correct answer? Answer is no, it is incorrect. So what will you give grade? Grade is none. But can you see the grade is in percentages here? Okay, why is it in percentages? Because instead of one answer, if you give multiple answers correct, Say for example, out of 4 choices, 2 choices are correct. Then in the grading, what I'll give for those 2 choices, I'll give grade as 50-50. Okay, the total has to be 100. If 3 choices are correct, I'll give 33, 33, 33. Okay, that is how that percentages come. But if there is only one answer, then either it is 0 or it is 100% yes. So if it is Delhi, then 100%. Suppose it is Chennai, it is 0. Suppose it is Kolkata, it is 0. Now one more thing is that you can give feedback. Suppose this answer of Mumbai is incorrect. You can give feedback here. Your answer is incorrect. But you should not be so rude that only say your answer is incorrect. You can also say the correct answer is Delhi. And always see constructive, positive feedback should be given. So constructive feedback is not that your answer is incorrect, the correct answer is Delhi. Actually, Mumbai is the financial capital of India. ये देखिए आप क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, ये फीडबैक देने के बाद में वो स्टूडेंट को बताया आपने कि योर आंसर इज इनकरेक्ट, बट आप उसके साथ में ये भी बता रहे हैं जो तुमने गलत आंसर दिया है वो कौन से जवाब का सही आंसर है, कौन से प्रश्न का सही आंसर है. दिस इज कंस्ट्रक्टिव फीडबैक. द स्टूडेंट शुड नॉट फील ओ मेरा गड़बड़ हो गया, मैं फेल हो गया. द स्टूडेंट शुड नो दैट यू हैव सम नॉलेज, you need to apply it properly. You know, you have answered Mumbai, but actually Mumbai is known to be the financial capital of India. And the story is not ending here. If you want to know more about Delhi or Mumbai, then click here. आपने देखा ना, click here URL. So the purpose of assessment and evaluation is not only yes, no, 0, 1, but is also to give knowledge. Learning is the purpose. Whether the learning has happened, how much learning has happened, kam reh gaya, thoda aur padho. So you try to think of this. This is actually not nothing to do with Moodle. This is related to pedagogy. But I was tempted to share it with this point with you, because you need to, when we are doing online course, we need to be very much specific about the learner's attitude, the learner's engagement. So uske hisab se aap log sochiye. Rest all you can keep as it is, and then click on save changes. आप सेव चेंजेस करेंगे तो आपको वो क्वेश्चन दिखेगा. ये क्वेश्चन आ गया. इफ यू वांट टू प्रीव्यू स्टूडेंट को कैसे दिखेगा, ये देखिए यहाँ पर लिखा है 1 मींस दिस इज अ 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन. बाद में अगर आपको लगता है यू कैन अगेन चेंज इट टू 2, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. सो यू कैन चेंज इट टू 2, एंड इफ यू क्लिक ऑन दिस प्लस ऑप्शन, नो प्रीव्यू क्वेश्चन, ये राइट साइड में है, it will show how the student will see. Are you able to see the next window which is opened? I don't know whether you are able to see that next window.
Not yet, sir.
No,
Not
sir,
yet.
we can't see.
Not yet.
One second. I'll share the screen completely so that you will be able to see it. So when you click on this preview option, a new window opens. Now you can see this is how the
Yes.
student will see the question.
Yes.
Okay, and the student can select whatever is the correct answer. That is how the students will be able to see the question. Like that, you can add n number of questions and you can finish the story. So this is a small demonstration which we did. I will give you time after 2 o'clock. You can for 10 minutes finish it if you have time. Finish this activity on the last day as an assignment. Only 4 things you have to do. Create your Moodle Cloud website. I hope you are writing it down. Create your Moodle Cloud website. Create an online course. Add a resource. Add an activity. Only 4 things. Now, in addition to these 4, you can do 4 more also, but that is your choice. Okay, that I am not going to tell as a compulsory thing. But compulsory, all 54 of you have to do what? They have to submit this. You can just take screenshots and submit in 2-3 word pages. It is okay. You can share the screenshots to your coordinator. Moodle Cloud website. Create your online course. In that online course, create an resource like page resource, create an activity like quiz. 4 things which we have done in the demonstration is the minimal thing. इससे ज्यादा आपको कुछ करना है तो you can definitely do. There are no additional points for that, but it is for your own satisfaction. It is for your own learning. Definitely you can do it. Last closing statements, I'll just share certain points with you. That an obvious question can come to your mind. I don't know whether in the question and answer you will ask or not. That's why I'm saying it from my own side. An obvious question can come to your mind that this is a temporary, this is a trial version which we are using of Moodle Cloud. So what will happen after 30 days? So after 30 days, this will get demolished, this will get destroyed, this will get deleted, because you are not going to pay $100 and $400 to Moodle Cloud. Very obvious thing. And I am not going to suggest you to do that because that's a foolish thing to do. So what is the solution? Long-term solution. Long-term solution is your institute, your college, your university should have its own learning management system. How does it look? Today we have seen it as a course creator. How does it look? Right? So that is the experience which you have got. You have to share it with your higher ups and see that your college, either Moodle or something else as a LMS, they should be using it, and you should be creating your online course onto this, so that your students, which students, not only your college students, but the students learning community at large, which is outside your college environment, also gets benefited. So this is all from my side. The forum is open for questions. I hope to get few
So
questions from all of
ERP
you.
can work in this area for creating online courses.
I didn't understand the question.
So ERP can work in this area, ERP enterprise resource.
It depends whether the ERP has all the features which we were discussing today in the first and the second session. If yes, then yes.
Okay, thank you.
All ERPs do not provide. I think Dr. Ahmed, I have already answered. If you want to extend the trial version, then you have to pay a very heavy price for that, no? $150, $200, $350. So that is very costly affair. I am not at all recommending you to spend so much of money. But Moodle software, if you go to Moodle website, is free of cost. So your college, your university, they have their own website, right? So your college IT administration should install the Moodle software on your website and give the login to you, and you can create your courses. I am again repeating, Moodle is a free software. You already have an IT team which works with your website. Just tell them to install this and do it. That's all. Okay. How to share it with student? Just like you have got your logins, you have to create your student logins. And the student logins will be through that they can log in and they can access the course materials which you have shared. Okay. Any other question? Okay, so no questions means we can close the session. Thank you very much for being attentive, participative, and a very good response I could feel from my side. So thank you very much. I thank the organizers, Dr. Kulkarni Madam and Dr. Rafi and all everybody associated with MMTTC of Dr. Basa Ambedkar Marathwada University, and all the dynamic teachers of 21st century who joined this session. Thank you very much. And if there is no formal vote of thanks, I think we can thank each other and we can close the session. Thank you very much.
सर आभार राहिले थोडस 2 मिनिटं.
चालेल हरकत नाही.
माझ्याकडे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आज त्याची.
सगळ्यांनी व्हिडिओ ऑन केले तर चांगलं होईल, म्हणजे सगळ्यांचे चेहरे एकदा तरी दिसतील. If it is possible, you can on your videos. Whether we
Yes,
meet,
sir.
if we meet sometime physically somewhere by accident, we should recognize each other, no?
Yes, sir. Yes. I will start now, sir.
Yes, sir. The forum is yours.
Good afternoon, all of you. I am Dr. Sunil Pansare, working as the Director of Physical Education Sports in Anna Saravati College, Mansar. I am heartily thankful to today's guest, first and second session, Dr. Mandar BHanushe sir, is Head of Faculty of Science Technology Institute, Distance and Open Learning for Mumbai University. He was also present, explain and deliver to objective of LMS, what is the LMS, utility of LMS, how to engage, how to trigger your student in classroom, and benefits of using LMS in all fields. He has also explained the quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, and which point cover this app's objective and softwares and tools. He explained also how to create the Moodle account with the practical session for all the participants use in Moodle's account softwares. I also thankful Director of UGC, Assistant Director, Course Coordinator, UGC, MMITC, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, and also thankful to team STC MOOCs, BAMU, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, and all participants. Thank you all of you.
ठीक आहे, धन्यवाद. नमस्कार सर्वांना. थँक्यू.
Thank you.